love him so much. He's I think it's Connor
He's so
_
fucking
DY.
cool. I
on
want him to
Twitter.
visit again. I love him.
Oh, he's great. He'll probably be helping us out with some projects in the future when it comes to like technical stuff because he's real good at programming, and he's the guy that actually manages our podcast uploads and stuff like that. So yeah, his Twitter handle is like C Youngland. His last name is Youngland. You know, it's like YOUNGLUND. He's cool. Go follow him on Twitter. He helps us out with our subreddit, and he helps us out with our podcast and anything on like a technical side that's doesn't have to do with like video editing. He's our dude.
Oh, my back. Okay.
He actually made a really beautiful website for kids with problems that we never publicly released a long time ago, and it was real nice. But he's probably going to help us out in the future with stuff.
I'd like to work on a project with the two of you.
I'd like to make a game. That'd be real fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're good with kind of like creating the art. He's good with the coding, and I kind of want to help, and I want to do like the story shit.
Yeah.
Help write it.
That'd be so much fun. I would love to do that in 2017. And
who knows what is in store
for 2017? Maybe we'll both die in 2017. I hope not. It's gonna be real weird. It's gonna be weird if we actually do die in 2017.
What is
and then
the
people come back and listen to
statistical probability of us dying? Not of in a certain way, but of us just dying in the year of 2017. Because that's 365 open days for us to die. But then you have to take that into account of how many days we're actually living. But we can't know, so we have to go by an average of how long we believe we're going to live this generation in general, and also taking in our health things like I used to smoke and shit like that.
I don't think that you can calculate that statistic because I think there's too many. Because you can die literally any way. Like we could be sitting here right now, and there could be like
earthquake,
like a 400-pound man on the floor above us, and he falls through the floor and kills us
because of an earthquake.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's like you can't. I don't think you can calculate that because there's just too many different variables. It's just like, whoa.
Like X and Y and Z.
And 3 and 2 and T.
Yeah.
All good variables in the universe. Hold on. Speaking of variables, I just found a segue. I'm just getting on it.
Uh-oh.
Skirt. Oh. Dude, what's going on? I mean, very, very, very topical,
Very tropical.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Aha.
It's Hurricane Matthew right now. Big Category 4, I think, as of right now when we're recording this. It's a big storm. It's about to hit Florida and Georgia and South Carolina, which is where we're from.
It's about to make me jealous because it's about to slam right into Ann Watson. Yeah, come on, I had to.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
That was good.
Okay,
no, but
that's
actually,
it for that podcast.
I hate to break it to you, but Ann is boarded up inside of our house right now. Like my mom
She's boarded up.
Really, my mom and dad sent me pictures this morning. They boarded up the windows and they're just gonna stay home.
Because they are evacuating so many fucking people, but like
I know
parents, even being right next to the fucking water line.
I know,
like,
Well, I don't think it's gonna be like that bad in South Carolina, but I think it's gonna be. I don't know. Wait, is it gonna be like a?
I thought you said it was supposed to go down to like a 2 or.
Yeah, well, 2's not that bad. I feel like if it's a 2, you don't have to evacuate necessarily. Now, if it's a 2 and you live like right on the beach, maybe you should go more inland.
Well,
but
the thing about Charleston is that it floods when it rains normally.
Yeah,
like,
well,
it's an easily flooded area because it's under the fucking sea level or whatever, ocean, whatever it is.
Ooh,
what?
Wait,
is it getting stronger?
Sorry, I just Hurricane Matthew, potentially catastrophic Category 4 or 5, strike ahead on Florida's east coast. What? It was supposed to be like a 2 or 3. Dude, it's doing a complete loop. Holy shit! Look at the path of that.
Wait, give me the.
Look at the path. I've never seen a hurricane do that before.
Holy shit!
It's doing like a full circle. It's like going up.
It's gonna hit twice.
What if? What if?
It's just gonna go back and hit twice.
No, it is gonna hit some places twice. It's just gonna, like the Bahamas, it's just gonna be smaller when it hits the second time. That's crazy. That's insane. Feel bad for the people in Haiti and like Jamaica and stuff and Cuba because they got wrecked. Not like REKT, like the MLG type of wrecked. They got wrecked like actually wrecked by a massive hurricane. So it's gotta suck if you live in one of those places because, if you live in like Haiti and a hurricane's coming, there's no way to avoid it because it covers up the entire island. Like there's nowhere safe. South Carolina has had some bad hurricanes. Before I was born in '89, there was
one that starts with an H.
Hurricane Hugo, yeah, and that destroyed like everything in Charleston. Moving the mic.
My back's hurting.
My back's hurting too. I'm gonna adjust.
Yeah, I'm gonna change positions a little bit.
Switch up these positions, baby. Okay. Oh, you're laying down now.
Yeah, talk to me, Matt.
Yeah,
we're good.
Ryan is doing the rest of the podcast laying down.
Feels good. It has my spine is just straight now.
Nice, dude.
Anyways,
Hurricane Hugo was like a big category 4 or 5. I think when it hit, it was a 4, but they like upgraded it to a 5 afterwards.
It reached like the storm reached like Columbia and
yeah, it covered up all
shit.
of South Carolina because it destroyed a lot of shit in Columbia too, which is surprising that it destroyed shit up like that far.
Dude, was there a cruise ship out there somewhere when this?
No, because they see this stuff ahead of time and they get cruise ships out of there. It'd be really scary to be,
Would it tip the cruise ship? You think?
Probably.
Could a 5 tip a cruise ship?
Yeah, definitely, because the winds are like 150 miles per hour. I think 160. I don't know.
I can do that in a car. You're telling me the speed of a car can tip a cruise ship?
You can't do 150 in a car, right?
Yeah, you can. Your cars go up to 200 miles an hour or something.
They can't actually drive that. They have that on the odometer. But
you can get up to 140 or 150, I bet.
No, you can't. I used to think that too. My dad told me that apparently, like,
I've gone over 100.
Yeah, I've done that too. I mean, Mom, if you're listening,
in Grand Theft Auto, I did, not in real life.
I've never gone over 100 miles per hour in real life. But but apparently, like, the speedometers, they show up to like 200, but apparently most cars can only reach like 120 max.
120 max.
We should test it out. Let's go get in your Fiat.
Is that like a robot movie?
120 max.
Yeah.
Sounds like a robot movie. About a robot named Max. And he's
what you were about to say something?
Oh, like, let's go get in your Fiat and just, like, tonight when there's no cars out, see if we can go 200 miles per hour.
No.
God, your little Fiat, if it hit something, like, with us in it, we would just be obliterated. We would die on impact.
We'd disappear.
Yeah.
We'd just...
to another dimension. Just... Oh, my God, that's hilarious. Well, it's not funny if we died, but...
Speaking of movies, haha...
What? Where's this podcast going right now? We
saw Pirates of the Caribbean, the new Pirates of the Caribbean trailer.
Yeah, for a second I'm like, we didn't see the new Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, the trailer. Yeah,
I didn't like that stupid pretty boy in it.
He's a little too pretty for me, I'll tell you that.
That's an actual problem that I had of like, he's a little too pretty. That's like whenever I see like a super attractive female or male in a movie in like these dire situations that are supposed to be like dark and moody and grungy.
Know.
And like I know like everyone can experience these no matter looks, but it just doesn't feel right. It feels like a young adventure, like teen adventure flick, and it doesn't feel like a dark Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like they made all the girls in the Hunger Games look so hot, and it's like Jennifer Lawrence looked beautiful, and like her makeup.
But
was all
Katniss
did.
in the books is just kind of like this tomboy.
She's this poor tomboy, and like like they're out there in the Hunger Games and shit, and she's like got her makeup did and everything, and it's like, all right, it just. I don't know.
I don't like it.
I don't like when they cast super beautiful, attractive people in roles like that. Put them in a rom-com.
I think Harry Potter did it well. I don't think like the main cast was like all these like fucking supermodels.
Well, not at first.
They were children.
I mean, Daniel Radcliffe at first looked like this ugly little bowl-cut freak, and then he turned into this beautiful man.
But I mean, Disney does that. You see all these kids shows hiring like these kids, and like like the executives are like.
They're going to be hot when they're older.
I know, I mean, seriously, they're like, find me some cute, attractive children.
Find me some, hot kids.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's true. They technically do want to go out and, like, scout for hot kids. I don't think they call them hot kids.
No. They probably use terms just kind of like, kids that fit within the Disney demographic.
Kids, very Disney kids, We want... I'll just cut it. I'll cut the bullshit. We want hot kids. Go get some kids that are hot, okay?
You farted just now.
I did. I don't think the mic picked that up.
Damn it.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, well.
I had some straight up diarrhea last night. Oh, we don't even talk about that. Sorry that the podcast is a day late this time.
Yeah.
They're doing construction in the Grumps office.
Which honestly wasn't that bad. It's like...
No.
Is someone here?
I think they're doing construction right now, but like Ross was like, "No, you can't record. It's gonna be too much construction. They're gonna be like ripping things out of the wall."
They're like
and then,
quiet as mice.
I know. It was just like these two guys are like, "Can we make some noise?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then it was just like lightly removing an air conditioning unit from the wall, 2 rooms over, and it's like, "Oh, okay."
Well, we could have recorded a lot of shit.
We could have had the podcast out on its regular time, but Ross is a dirty liar, and he'll never be on the podcast now.
Ross, you liar.
You lying sack of shit. Go back to Australia. We don't want you here.
Segue, dude.
Okay.
Look, right here. Woo! Okay, Woo. We're already here. Wow. Video games. So we recently started Billy Hatcher series and restarted our Papers, Please series.
Oh, yeah.
So we did it. Ha! We brought it back.
We brought it back for all you who wanted it. I hope that it's good. I hope that you guys enjoy the episode so far. We have a few more already recorded that are coming out later next week, and we hope that you guys like them because they got one of them has a real nice little ending. It's real.
Yeah.
Kind of got fucked over in a way, but
and yes, we're playing Billy Hatcher. We know it's not a popular game, or it's probably not going to garner views, but we are going to complete it. So if you like the series, thank you for supporting it. If not, get ready for a bunch of fucking thumbnails that you're going to roll your eyes at and skip.
Yeah,
so.
it is a fun little game, and Ryan and I enjoy playing it. And ultimately, you know, we're not going to play a bunch of like clickbaity Let's Player games. We want to play
we will
games
sometimes.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
You know, sometimes we need that.
It's the name of the game.
Revenue. But we need you know, we like overall playing series that we enjoy. That's why we played Super Monkey Ball. That's why we played Donkey Kong Country. That's why we played Pikmin, you know?
And let's get this straight. Pikmin is coming back.
Oh, Pikmin 2. Baby, you bet it's coming back in 2017. Whoa.
Woo!
Yeah. I've been playing that on my own, in my room, on my little TV.
You say it's so much better. You love it.
Oh, I like it way better than the first one.
I came in and watched you a bit, and I like that you're getting, instead of these dorky little ship parts, you're getting, like, Duracell batteries and like
bottle caps
cards and shit.
Yeah, and you know, well, I think Pikmin 1 is better story aspect, and it's got a nice, very nostalgic, solid story feel to it. So it's a great game, perfect. But I think Pikmin 2 is a lot more fun because there's such a wide variety of things to collect, and they added a lot of new features in this one that are just a lot more fun and better.
I would say that Pikmin 2 seems like it is the perfect sequel, or it is the most perfect of a sequel that could have been made right after the first Pikmin.
And I actually got to a new place last night called the Perplexing Pool, and it's literally just a distance spring. It's got the same enemies, the same.
Really?
Yeah, like I was like shocked. I'm like, wow, this is just the same. It has those fucking yellow frog things that jump and smash your Pikmin, and I was just like, no.
Oh, those guys are still around?
Yeah, but it's definitely a very, very fun game, and I enjoy it very much.
I just I've gotten into Don't Starve a little bit. I'm waiting for my group to get, one of them needs a computer because I want to start playing Overwatch more. You never got into it.
I bought it, but I never played it.
I don't think it's your type of game.
Not really, no. And
but I also before leaving the house, pre-ordered Mafia 3 because I like games where you run around and use guns.
Ryan, you know what? That's the problem with this generation, dude. You see all the shootings happening? This is why.
But Matt, if I didn't have these video games, I'd go and do it in real life. It's saving everyone.
Yeah, but I've been playing Space Station 13.
Does there need to be, sorry for interrupting, but does there need to be a fucking disclaimer? Like, that was a joke. I'm not gonna fucking... People don't seem to know when we're joking.
I don't think so.
That's a story for another day.
Here, let's just go ahead and put a little disclaimer. Ryan is not going to do any form of mass shooting or even minor shooting, so...
Thank you for including the minor shooting part.
Yeah.
Just video game shooting.
Just video game shooting.
Space Station 13 is something you were talking about.
Yeah, I've been playing Space Station 13 a lot with Chris, a little bit with Aaron and Ross. It's a fun game. It's if you don't know what it is, it's really, really fucking hard to get into. It's like the hardest game I've ever tried playing because there's so much you got to learn just to play it.
Yeah.
And I'm really bad at it still, and it discourages me a lot. But I don't know, it's fun. You're just on a space station and you have a job and you have to complete your job before you have to evacuate the space station and try not to die. Yeah, it's like a space station simulator game where there's like infinite possibilities and you want to survive until the end of the round because there's people going around killing other people and xenomorphs and viruses and depressurization and
I've seen
stuff
you
like
guys
that.
play. I don't think I would have fun playing. I like watching people play.
Yeah,
it's like one of those for me.
It's very hard to get into because there's just it's from 2003, and it's like, I don't know, they could remake it so much better, but it's such a big game that it hasn't ever been remade yet.
Yeah,
because the game right now is open source, so just a lot of people add to it. It's a hard game to remake, but it's fun. It's very fun.
Yeah, and then also we got a game coming out that I'm excited for, Gears of War 4. Mainly, I don't care about the story. I don't care about multiplayer. I just like Horde mode. Horde mode is my cup of tea. I have fun. I play with Gray a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how like Gray and I, like in high school, we used to just play Gears of War 2 Horde mode all fucking like day and
I've
night.
never played Gears of War, or I actually this sounds really dumb, but I don't really know what Gears of War even is.
It's a third-person shooter where you have a chainsaw on your gun and you saw people or like these things in half. They're called the locusts.
Ooh.
But not giant bugs. They're like lizard people.
Dude, well,
they look like lizard people.
We'll
they
have
look
to play
like
that.
They look exactly like Killer Croc from
Keemstar?
From Killer Croc from the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm beautiful. B.E.T. It's a bad movie. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, they announced the extended cut. And they're like, it'll
be
be better, we promise. But it's like, you did that with fucking Batman versus Superman. The extended cut is just a longer, yes, they explain a little more, but that doesn't make it a better movie.
You shouldn't have to make an extended cut to make your movie better.
Like, I could explain to you why my shit stinks, but it still stinks. Not like regardless of how well I
know, it's like, I know you like to think like your shit don't stank, but lean a little closer and roses really smell like poo.
Is that a Hillary Clinton track?
What?
I don't know.
That's Hillary Clinton, yeah.
That's a topical name. I just thought I'd throw it out there for no reason.
Views! We threw a topical name in. Let's get some views.
Because we all know that, if we mention one candidate or the other, that means we're in love with Trump or we're in love with Hillary Clinton. You
want to throw some third-party names in? Gary Johnson. I don't know who's the Green Party leader.
They're not important, Matt.
No, they'll never.
They're not in the news.
Bernie Sanders, R.I.P. R.I.P. Bernie. Speaking of Keemstar, so earlier this week, some of you may know a YouTuber named Nafuckers. He said he would do our podcast, and then Keemstar himself responded to that tweet and said, "Let me do the cast," and he was talking about this podcast right here. Now I think Keem might have baited me because he never responded to me.
Because I think he was making fun of it, like, haha, that's a small podcast.
Yeah, I think he was like, ha, look how big I am. And he doesn't like Nafuckers either, so I think he was fucking with Nafuckers and being like, oh, let me do the podcast too. But that was really mean, Keem. You got my hopes up. I wanted to have you on the damn podcast.
Keem's kind of he's always a dick. He's always just unlikable usually. But
that's how he is.
But like what he did with what's his name?
Ricky Berwick.
Ricky, yeah.
Ricky Berwick, for those of you who don't know, he's this guy on Twitter who was popped up recently.
He's physically disabled.
Yeah, he's very physically disabled. But he responds to everyone like Keemstar, Max Mofo, Scarce, iDubbbz, like all these big people. He responds to them with videos every time they tweet, and it's usually him just farting,
or just him going at the end. Just
he does this little tongue
lick
thing.
his tongue,
and he's really funny. I love him so much, but like he kept doing it to Keemstar, and Keem made a video like, you're fucking annoying. Stop. It's spam. Fucking stop. You're fucking annoying. And I'm like, Keem, what? It's not. You're such an asshole to this dude. Like, he probably doesn't have much.
And plus, there are other fans that, like, respond
every single tweet he makes.
So, Keem, like, I mean, yeah. So, it's, regardless of whatever he's trying to do, is like, it's because it's a video. You don't have to watch the video.
Exactly. It's just any other tweet.
There's fans that respond to almost everything we tweet sometimes. I mean, I think he's only going after Ricky because Ricky made somewhat of a name for himself. And so, every chance Keemstar has to make a shitty little Twitter video complaining about something.
It was just so mean.
He'll take it.
I feel like he hurt Ricky's feelings, and Ricky's just a nice guy trying to have fun.
Everyone is just a big baby these days. Look, I'm sorry that I said the truth. I'm sorry that I said what was on my mind. I can't help that he annoys me.
God, why are we still talking about Keemstar almost at the end of 2016?
Because he did good.
Yeah, well, 2016 is his year.
Not that he actually did good. But he
social media wise, getting his name out there. But here's the thing. I think 2016 will be Keemstar's one and only year, and I think 2017 he will be completely forgotten about for the most part.
He's starting to fade away.
Oh, big time. Yeah, you see him less and less and less. Every now and then he pops back up for this or that, but I think that, Keem is going to, in 2017, kind of die. He already kind of is.
We'll see. I mean, he's been around for a long time. Like, he's been around before the drama alert shit, but he's been kind of hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, I think he's just going to kind of go back into hiding in the bushes because, people get tired of it after a while. It's, Keemstar's funny to make fun of. It's funny to watch his crazy, goofy antics. But, after a year, it's like, okay, we've seen it all before. What's new? And then someone new will come around and take the spot. Right now it's like Leafy is the new, person that...
Yeah.
And then I think 2017 Leafy will probably fade away too towards probably like towards the end of 2017, he will start to become much more obscure. These are just my predictions.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, dude.
You little YouTube weatherman.
I'm a little YouTube weatherman right here.
I just want Keem to start taking a little more pride since he put so many fucking Twitter rant videos out. He should start taking pride in them because usually like he'll start with look. Yeah, and then like he'll cut, but after every cut there's like this awkward 2 seconds of silence before he starts speaking, and like you can just hear his mouth.
And he always
like, when he opens his mouth,
he likes to turn his head right before each cut.
Yeah.
And then
after when the video ends, he like come on, dude, and like he'll like have that smirk smile.
Yeah.
Like once he gets down a formula, he doesn't stop. So it's easy for it to get boring real fast. And like I get like he's trying to get a reaction out of people sometimes.
That's what he does.
Where he tries to start stuff, but it starts to become more of a joke.
Yeah.
And it starts to not work anymore, like as you've seen recently.
Yeah.
It starts to be. You know what, Keem? If you're listening, this is for you.
Jesus Christ.
There you go, Keem.
Got Ricky Berwick in that.
That's for you, Ricky.
That was. I'm looking at the waveform on the TV screen. That did not look real. That waveform was unreal. Do you see it?
It was Unreal Engine.
Unreal Tournament. That was just like. That didn't even sound real, Ryan. Usually yours are just like. But that was just like. I thought you were making that with your mouth.
That's very stinky too.
I got it. I'm gonna have to.
Should we leave? I mean, we can end the podcast.
Are we really ending the podcast early because you farted?
It really smells.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I have a drink. I don't want ruined by Ryan's. Hey guys, welcome back to Super Mega Cast. This is episode 22, and we got some fun stuff to talk about today. It has been a whole week since the last podcast. Isn't that crazy, Ryan?
It's crazy, especially since that's the given schedule that
Every
we
single
gave.
week.
You know,
Yeah, wow.
on a Thursday.
Anyway, guys, I am Matt Watson.
I'm Ryan McGee.
There he is.
You can find us on Twitter
or Facebook. No, don't find us on Facebook.
No,
don't do that.
Yeah. Well, they
can't actually.
Yeah.
Well, they can. They just can't.
Well, that's a challenge now. So
fuck. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have no idea what we're going to talk about today, but we're going to see where conversation will take us. So, Ryan, you wanna start the conversation, buddy?
Sure. Speaking of movies, I went to go see. See, that's how forgettable this movie is that I saw.
What did you see?
Girl on the Train.
Girl with the train tattoo?
Yeah, it's Girl on the Train. I can't remember who it's directed by, but it's kind of like in the group of those novels, like Gone Girl. It's not by the same author as Gone Girl or anything, but it has that same feel, like mystery, but faulted humans. Long story short, I didn't enjoy it, and I think the book probably should have just stayed a book. I didn't read the book, but I'm just saying the movie wasn't good. If the book was good, then that should have been it. There shouldn't have been this. But if the book is bad and the movie's bad, then maybe they make one happy family. Who knows?
Well, I remember you showed me the trailer for this movie like a couple months ago, and you were like, "Oh, I'm so excited! It looks good. I want to see it."
Yeah, because it kind of reminded me of Gone Girl and like David Fincher-esque, like thrillers in a way. Like, did you ever see Zodiac?
No.
It's really good. You should.
Is it by chance about the Zodiac killer?
Yeah, it has Robert Downey Jr., Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wait, isn't Jake Gyllenhaal? Doesn't he play like the Zodiac?
No, he plays some like reporter, I think, who's trying to figure it out. Like he's really good at like solving the Zodiac shit or something.
They never solved that, which is like so weird to me. They still like don't know who that guy is. But there's that guy that claims it was his dad, and he wrote a book about it, like exposing his father as the Zodiac killer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we all know who the Zodiac killer is.
You mean talking about Mr. Cruz?
Yeah.
Ted Cruz?
Yeah, Ted Cruz.
Yeah. Speaking of Ted Cruz, one of our viewers sent us something to our P.O. box that we missed in our unboxing video that we totally didn't mean to. Our manager Brent found it this morning, but this girl sent us this really nice letter.
But someone already opened our letter. That's the thing. Someone opened our shit.
Vernon. But
he's got to get his little grubby hands on anything he can.
Open it all up. But to Zenobia, we're sorry we didn't open up your thing, but We got the book you sent us, which is a book of like a bunch of cool facts. So thank you very much.
You just give us 5 real quick.
Here's 11 people who mysteriously vanished, Ryan.
Yeah.
Louis Le Prince, France, 1890.
That's not interesting. I don't know these people. Is there one about elephants somewhere?
I'm
Come
sure
on,
I can
keep
find
flipping.
something about elephants.
Or just find something small, short, interesting.
Here we go. 18 most pro-gay governments.
I don't. What's number 1?
Canada, I think.
Where's the United States in that? If the United States isn't on that,
no, the United States is the very end. I just don't know how this is ranked.
Let me see.
Oh, I think. Oh, United States is not winning though. No, it's not in the front. Check that book out, Ryan. Read me something interesting.
Okay. 11 things attributed to aliens.
All right, let's
Crop circles, cow mutilation, nuclear missile failure, Machu Picchu, Eastern Island heads, the moon.
What?
Yeah.
The moon?
Stonehenge. Pyramids.
Ryan, as a kid, did you play with Thomas trains?
Maybe, or are those ones with the little magnet heads and butts where you can connect them using magnets?
Yeah, they have like
they always had them in
the faces,
like Books a Million and Barnes and Noble.
Dude, I was obsessed with those. I still have like 4 boxes of just like the different characters, like the trains.
Yeah.
And then like 5 boxes of the like the tracks. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a grown man, but I would still, if there was no one around, I would sit down with those, and I would still definitely build like a town and play with those.
I never had my own set, but I mean the major thing that I did with them is I tried to see how many train carts I could connect until like the magnetic kind of weight took over and broke the chain.
It's exactly 12.
Yeah.
You know that?
It's also, that's how many licks it takes to get to the center of a juicy Tootsie Roll Pop.
No, it's 3, Ryan.
1, 2,
3.
Owl goes crunch.
You should redub that commercial. Like you should be the new narrator.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And then it just owl goes crunch.
It cuts to black. When are they gonna make a live action like kind of reimagining of the Tootsie Roll commercial? They're already doing a fucking Emoji movie, and the character designs look god awful.
Yeah, so I mean, a live action like remake of the Tootsie Roll commercial, or not Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop is not too far fetched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would they get just like a real owl, or
it would probably be a part of some big Hershey's, or no? Are Tootsie Rolls Hershey's?
No.
Who are they, Nestle, or are they just their own thing?
They might be their own thing.
Whatever. They'd be included in like some big candy movie where it's like it's all about candy. You know, we had the Lego
Party
movie
by Seth Rogen, but it's just about candy.
Exactly. It's probably gonna take place in Halloween or some shit.
If this happens, like 2 years from now, if they announce this movie,
it's gonna be the sequel to Sausage Party. It's gonna be during Halloween. It's gonna be about candy.
Dude, I would. Candy Carson, Ben Carson's wife.
Yeah, and for those who haven't seen Sausage Party, I highly recommend not seeing it.
And for those who haven't seen Ben Carson's wife, she is mwah, she's a piece of work. She's beautiful. Look up Candy Carson if you're curious. Or horny, either one.
That's the president's wife.
President Ben Carson.
Yeah.
How would it be like if you know, we were this far in the election and it was Hillary Clinton versus... No, what if it was Donald Trump versus Ben Carson at this point?
2 Republicans against each other. Even though I don't think Donald Trump is that, like...
No.
He's not conservative, really.
He's not a Republican, for sure. Because all the Republicans are, like, backing out on him. I mean, like, no, Donald, sorry. You've gone a little crazy now. We don't want to support you.
Yeah. Oh, Donald. But, you know, it's just locker room talk,
Just locker room talk, dude.
Just fucking locker room talk.
Just grab them by the pussies.
Just grab them by their pussies, dude.
Ryan.
What?
Come on. I know. Okay. All right. Turn the mics off for a second.
Yeah.
Just, I know, dude. When we're not recording this podcast, you see a lot of girls on the street, and they're like, oh my God, you're a YouTube person, and they just let you grab them by the pussy.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time, dude.
Yeah.
I tried to fuck her. She was married, but...
Even the men come right up behind them, grab them by the pussy.
Oh, I love grabbing
men
by the pussy.
With men, it's weird. When you're famous, they just let you do stuff to them like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, all right, let's get back to the podcast. Okay. Anyway, guys. Yeah. Sorry, I just had a little locker room talk there.
On the same subject, did you hear Ben Carson? Like, I've heard way worse in locker rooms.
Don't justify it.
And I'm just
Stop.
like at that point, like, what is Ben Carson listening to just a bunch of guys in the locker room? Yeah, so I raped this girl the other. Like, you'd have to be that much more blatant for it to be worse than, like, I mean, it's sexual assault what Donald Trump was talking about it, right?
I know. Like, just grab them. I just kiss them. They don't do anything.
I mean, it's sexual assault. The worst, the next one up is just pure legitimate.
Yeah, I raped them, you know. Yeah, when you're big, you can just rape them.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you're famous, you can just get away with it. And like, you're joking about it, but that's actually true. When you're famous or you have more of a public eye on you, it seems like you can get away with a lot more.
I know, but
because that guy lost his job with Access Hollywood or whatever.
Yeah, Billy
Bob Thornton.
Yeah. I wish.
Can you tell that we actually care about the subjects?
Billy Bob Thornton's an asshole. But what was his name? Billy. That's gonna bother me now. Billy Bones. No, it's not Billy Bones. Billy Bones.
Billy Bones.
Just like a talk show host. I'm Billy Bones. No, but like Ben Carson, his justification of that's like Donald Trump like raped someone, and he's like, well, I've heard of people, raping worse. Come on, it's all right.
People are like, they're just words.
They're just words. Yeah, but words reflect actions. That's what I'm saying.
Do they?
Words reflect character.
Do they? Because we use a lot of bad words. Do they reflect our character? Are we actual?
See, Donald Trump
racist,
was not being comedic.
Sexist?
That's the thing.
If he was being funny,
he didn't know. He was
a joke.
Recorded. Yeah. Hey, see,
that's what he should have said. It's not locker room talk. It was just a joke.
It was just a joke.
It was a joke.
Just like my whole campaign. Sorry, we're upsetting too many people right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Connor.
Yeah, and we're not. Oh wait, Casey Neistat challenged all famous YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
What does he think he's doing? Okay, first of all, he's telling these YouTubers to basically voice their opinions to people who can't vote, because the majority of people who are like kind of listening in and who would really take these words into like put them into action are those who are underage and can't vote.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, because I think a large portion, not singling anyone out, but I think the biggest majority of the YouTube audience is under 18.
Well, not even that. I'm talking about the part of the YouTube audience that actually listens and does.
Oh, like cares what the people say?
Yeah, that like 100% listens. Like, like, I care about all of you. That whole, dynamic that goes on a lot.
Mm-hmm. I think, it's mainly younger people that listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
And,
because it's emotionally impactful. It gets them, hooked in. It clues them in, I mean, it's the same. I mean, kid shows do the same thing. Like, you think of Blue's Clues and stuff. It's like, hey, how are you? They talk.
Like, and it's like, hey, you're important.
Yeah.
Because kid shows do that. Yeah. I could see how a lot of people can easily get attached to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess when you use that power and you're telling people, because I didn't watch the Casey Neistat video, I just heard about it.
It's very short. It's very short.
He's saying that he's voting for Hillary Clinton, and he's saying that all YouTubers should publicly say who they're voting for.
He has the right to express his opinion. I don't think that expressing the opinion against so many people that are I don't know. Some YouTubers, they can tell their fans to go jump off a fucking building and they'll do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think there's this weird kind of thing where you have a responsibility to, I don't know. When it comes to politics and you're preaching to younger people, you need to be careful.
Oh, well, look at you, Super Mega. You shouldn't be talking.
Yeah, we're just fucking assholes.
We don't know a lot about politics, guys. We're just goofing on a microphone. We're just Donald Trump is funny.
Hillary Clinton fly.
It sound like her last name sound like Clit. Yeah, but like anything we say politically, completely our opinions. Take it with a grain of salt.
We're not going to tell
ignore them. Take them into however you want to take it. Don't worry about it. It's just we speak our minds. We speak what we're thinking. Sometimes if it's political stuff, we'll say it. But we're never too serious. It's like it's not too big a deal if you disagree with what we say politically, or we make fun of Donald Trump. If you like Donald Trump, no problem. Just it's just we're not here to try to put our political agendas or opinions to any of you guys. All right. So if you like Donald Trump, go for it. If you like Hillary Clinton, go for it. If you like neither one, go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, just go for it, guys.
Go for it.
Just do it. Fuck it. Who cares?
That should be Donald Trump's campaign slogan. Go for it.
Just come on.
Come on.
That's what he did one
Pretty
time.
much. What do you got to lose?
I know. Yeah. What do you have to lose?
Black people, what do you have to lose? Vote for me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, well, I mean, Hillary Clinton's got that hot sauce, so.
Oh, hot sauce. Yeah. Yeah. But if there's one person politically I like, it's Alex Jones from InfoWars.
He was crying. He was crying. Someone shared a video of him. Can I play it a little?
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
I need the phone. You have to get my phone.
So,
is my phone? Yeah, here it is. Hold on.
Real quick, let me preface this. InfoWars is a website where it's just a bunch of conspiracy theory stuff, and it's run by this guy called Alex Jones, and he's like very, very crazy, and he's very radical, and he kind of had a meltdown on air about the presidential election, and we'll play it for you guys.
Okay, here it is.
God, people are so evil. Why can't America wake up and beat them? Donald Trump's not perfect, but he doesn't want to hurt you and your family. Hillary and Obama want to make you poor and pathetic. We have all their white papers. They hate you. They hate prosperity. They hate God. They hate children. And goddamn them to hell. We're going to find the lever to beat these people, and they're going to be beat. Look at her shark face. Have to look at her with that demon face. That's a frickin' demon. We're going to have President Linda Blair, people, and I'm not going to go along with it.
I mean, I love Alex Jones. What such entertainment!
My favorite.
I never knew he was that crazy.
No,
I didn't know he was that crazy.
And it's funny because my favorite comedian, or one of my favorite comedians, Eric Andre, went to the RNC. And Alex Jones thought he was Trevor Noah from The Daily Show and brought him up on stage. And he was like, he brought him up to talk to him on stage in front of this huge crowd of these radical Alex Jones InfoWar Trump supporters. And Eric Andre was just he asked, Alex Jones asked Eric Andre a question about The Daily Show, and he's like, "Hey, will you fuck my wife? Here's my hotel key. I need you to cuck my wife." And he's just like, and then the cameraman sticks the boom pole towards the stage, and someone with a Trump flag is fighting it like a sword fight, trying to knock it out of the way.
They put in sword sound effects.
I know,
and everything.
it's so funny. It's great.
Well, I think the best person on that show is Hannibal Buress.
Oh, Hannibal Buress is so funny. I love that.
I liked when he got to
that episode when he hosted the Eric Andre show. And it's in the intro where it's the Eric Andre show. It's the Hannibal Buress show.
Yeah. Oh,
what a great
good
show.
Comedians.
I haven't seen the new season yet. I'm slipping on that. I gotta go see that. I've seen a lot of clips from it, and I heard a rumor that I guess is true because I've not seen it. But apparently Eric Andre didn't shower the whole time they were filming the new season. He would let himself get as gross as possible and smell as bad as he could. So when he would have guests on, the reactions would be more just weird and just
really?
Real, because he would always go up and hug people, and he I read something, I don't remember how true it was, but he was just and you can see it when you look at the ads and the clips and shit. He's gross. He looks disgusting. He looks greasy.
Oh, Matt, look, a segue.
Oh, a segue. Let's get on it. Ryan, what do you think? What do you think about what if I told you some interesting things about some moons of our solar system?
Are you going to talk to me about Titan and how it has oceans?
I could. I was watching some documentaries about moons of our solar system recently. And I can tell you there's some interesting stuff there. That's for sure.
We have a boring moon.
We do. Compared to all the other moons, we have such a fucking boring moon. It's just a big gray rock. It's just
it's an oversized meteor.
I know, there's just nothing on it. It's just a big, boring...
It's just a big rock.
It's just a big, grayish-white rock that just sits in the sky. That's it. It just goes in circles. While other planets, like Jupiter, they have 1 trillion moons. Jupiter has a moon that has an atmosphere and, oceans and shit. How cool is that? We don't have any of that. What if our moon had oceans and an atmosphere? That'd be so cool.
It would be like a little mini planet.
Yeah, the moon is like a mini planet, except it's just nothing. It's a big dump. Why don't we just send all of our trash to the moon? We have all this trash on Earth. Why can't we just send it into space? Just throw it into space. It's not coming back.
I don't know why we don't send it.
It's
space.
Oh well, it could
probably because space launches cost a shit ton of money.
That would probably be it. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And imagine how much trash there would be. How do you get all
because the amount they'd send into space would be
it.
a trillionth of the problem. So they should just make like a little portal that is on the moon and then in Earth, and they just get a bunch of guys to shovel trash into that portal, and it spews it out on the moon.
Sounds like a VR game.
Oh, someone's gonna take that idea. That's our idea.
No,
That sounds
not
fun
our
now.
game.
There's like a little portal, and you got to shovel trash into it, and it goes into the out on the moon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, in Futurama, isn't the moon like a big trash dump? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because they go to the moon in Futurama, and like they find like a Bart Simpson doll and shit, and it's like a big just trash dump on the moon.
That's all the moon's good for at this point.
Yeah, what is the moon good for? We should nuke it. Just nuke it. Get it out of the sky. It's ugly. It's gross.
Well, we need it though.
Oh, we don't, Ryan. That's...
No, we don't.
Come on, dude. You say some pretty goofy stuff, but that one takes the cake.
We need the moon.
Ryan, it's just a big dumb rock in the sky.
Just a big old dumb
What does it do
rock.
for us? Just sits there and stares at us.
Speaking of big old dumb rocks, Jumanji is
It's good.
Jumanji is a new movie coming out starring Dwayne Johnson,
Oof.
Kevin Hart,
Oof.
and Jack Black.
You know, it's
But old Jack Black, like Goosebumps Jack Black.
Jack Buraku. Jack Buraku. So okay, I have it. Is there a trailer out for this Jumanji movie yet?
No, just pictures.
Okay.
And they're all dressed up, and of course, The Rock's got super tight clothes. Kevin Hart looks like he's small. That's the funny bit. And then Jack Black, I don't know. Jack Black just looks like
funny.
he did in King Kong.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't like Kevin Hart that much. Well, I don't dislike him. I never found him that funny.
I think I have to respect where he's come as a comedian because he has come a long way. Like he sells shows out like crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. He has that movie coming out like this week, I think. Called
Yeah.
What Now or something.
So he's done something really big, and like congrats to him. And I think I'd like to say I can't remember when.
He has some funny jokes, I think, for sure. I don't know. I've just never been drawn to him that much as a comedian.
Yeah, I'm not drawn to too many people. Like there has to be someone special.
Same.
Like,
I really like,
some of your favorite comedians. Mine, for example, George Carlin, Bo Burnham, Louis C.K.
I love Louis. I like Eric Andre. I like Nathan Fielder, who I don't think actually does stand-up. Well, he does. He's done it before, but when it comes to stand-up comedians, I really like Eric Andre. Dude, love me some Dane Cook, some Daniel Tosh. Just kidding.
I actually saw Tosh live.
Did you? Really?
Yeah.
I had tickets to see him live when I was younger, but my mom didn't tell me. She got like free tickets. She didn't tell me. She didn't want me to see him.
He told a 9/11 joke.
What?
It was a big surprise. I was like, what?
Daniel Tosh told a 9/11 joke?
I was like, what?
Daniel Tosh. He was like the pioneer of like modern offensive comedy, kind of, I guess.
Him and Jeselnik?
Yeah.
Anthony Jeselnik.
I never watched too much of him, but I remember he had a show on Comedy Central for a while. Is that still a show? The Jeselnik Offensive?
I don't think so. He had a special on Netflix. I think super offensive comedians like that, I like watching them because I just like to see them just press the boundaries. I like to see how far they can get.
Yeah, and then if I ever feel bad about anything I've ever said on a podcast or an episode of our show, I'm just like, oh, at least I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Feel better, yeah.
Yeah, how's Pikmin 2 going for you, by the way?
Pikmin 2 is fantastic. I've been playing it every night in my room on my little GameCube and my little TV I got off eBay. It is such a good game. I love it, and I can't wait to play it on the channel. Because now I'm playing it right now, so when we play it probably in early 2017 on our channel, I'll know what to do, and I won't be like... Because see, the thing is, like, I knew what to do in Pikmin, but it had been so long that I only loosely knew what to do.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm hoping to fully know what to do, and it's actually... The game's a lot bigger than I thought it was, so it'll probably be around the same length as Pikmin.
It's kind of like meeting Anne in person for the first time.
What?
A lot bigger than I thought.
Sorry, I was swallowing loudly, so I didn't hear what you said.
Your mom's fat. That's the joke.
Right.
I was saying your mom was fat.
I have had it with these jokes!
On these planes!
Ah, fuck. I slapped my hand on that book, and it hurt very bad.
So whoever sent us the book, go ahead and send your complaints over to Matt. He doesn't care about the...
Zenobia?
Yeah.
Her name was Zenobia.
Yeah.
Her name is Zenobia! It's actually a really cool name. It sounds like xenophobia, just with like some syllables cut out. There you go, Xenobia.
Like someone's scared of aliens?
Xenophobia? You know what xenophobia is?
No.
It's the fear of foreign things. It's the fear of, other cultures and other people.
Okay.
So that's why people
xenomorphs are in
they're in a lot of things. They're in
Yeah.
Space Station 13 too. Very fun game. What are they originally from though?
I think it's Alien. I think those are xenomorphs.
Xeno means xeno is like the stem for like different, like far away, other, I don't know, something foreign, and then phobia, fear, morph, change in shape. It's like an alien that's like from far away. And do xenomorphs like change shape
In the movies?
or just in whatever they're from? Do they like shapeshift?
No.
Fuck.
They're more into just they're like cats that can spray acid on you, or
Yeah.
they're like cats with blood acid. That's how I always pictured them. They're just like they're little ferocious little assholes. Like if they were smaller, no, you couldn't even keep them as a pet. They're still assholes.
Well, they spray acid no matter how big, so it's just like, oh no, it's fine. He's a tiny little one.
Has Banana sprayed at all?
No, he was luckily he was fixed at a young age, so he does not spray.
That's good. I had a cat spray me once. It
Oh
was
yeah,
gross.
I had a cat
Smells
growing up.
weird.
It smells fucking awful.
Doesn't smell like pee pee.
No, it's like a cheesy, disgusting smell.
Yeah.
It's like if they're not fixed before like a certain time, then they do that, I think. And if they're not fixed at all, they do that. But luckily he was fixed when he was a tiny little kitten, so he doesn't spray, which is the worst because I don't know if I've told this story before, but I had a cat that sprayed. When I was in middle school, I dropped my cell phone, or I was in like 8th or 9th grade. I dropped my cell phone, my razor actually, underneath our kitchen stove, and I bent over to pick it up. My cat just sprayed my hair in my face.
Ew.
And it was fucking disgusting.
Did you throw up?
No, I didn't notice for a second. And all of a sudden I was like, oh God, what the fuck? Because like you can't feel it because it's so fine of a mist.
Yeah.
But you smell it. And then all of a sudden I was like, no. It's just a little asshole. All right, he's dead now. R.I.P. Sully. I love you. But speaking of cats,
Who's dead?
My cat Sully.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the pilot dude.
R.I.P. Sully died this week. He crashed a plane again into the Hudson. What a strange coincidence. Yeah, but my cat, he's been scratching me a lot. So I got these little like nail caps. They're like little red rubber. They look like cat claws, but they're made out of rubber and red.
I already feel like you're gonna get a lot of comments that are just gonna be like, "Oh, boo-hoo.
Why?
That's animal abuse."
No, it's not. They're these little rubber caps.
I'm not saying it is. I can just, you know how you can always guess.
Yeah. There's like that's animal. No, because I don't want to declaw my cat, so I got these little like rubber caps that you put glue, like you put like a little glue in there that comes with it, and you stick them on their nails. So now he's got these little caps on his nails, so he can't scratch anything. And it's funny because he looks like he has like red painted, like it looks like he got a mani pedi.
Yeah.
So now he's got these like beautiful little cherry red nails. He hated them at first. He was trying to chew them off, but now he's comfortable with them now. He doesn't care.
Well, what is it? It would just be a mani. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
No, I didn't
Because
put them
they're-
on his back feet, so it would just be a mani then.
Or a petty because cats don't have hands.
Do you see like when you look at Lego or Banana? Do you see like his front paws as his hands and his back as his feet? Like, do you see it like that?
I definitely. Well, yeah, because like.
Well, they are legs. They're different. His back legs are different from his front legs.
Yes, they're very different. His back legs are like rabbit legs, and then his front legs are just big floppy fucking things that'll
Tentacles.
Just, yeah.
It's just weird how your dog has tentacles. It's the weirdest shit.
I've always loved how like I can look at a pet, and it's almost like when someone else walks into a room, like they have their own personality and shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how hungry I am.
I'm hungry
Because I'm
too.
hungry. I'm out of energy. I'm trying to. My stomach hurts right
Dude,
now.
my
'cause I'm
stomach's
so
been gurgling
hungry.
this whole podcast.
Oh my god.
I'm hungry myself.
What do you feel like? What type of food are you feeling like eating?
I'll tell you this: as soon as this podcast is done, because we are actually recording this one in the morning. Well, no, now it's what time is it? Now it's never mind. It's 12:24 p.m. on a Wednesday.
My stomach really hurts. I'm so hungry.
Do you want me to rub it? You need.
I'm trying to let out all the gas I can
God,
too.
Ryan, it's gross. What do you want to order when we get out of here? We're gonna finish recording this podcast probably about 10, 15 minutes, and then we're gonna go. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna order? We can get Italian food, we can get Thai food, we can get burgers. I don't know, dude.
I'm up for anything as long as it's food.
Anything as long as it's food. Well, there's that century egg out there. That's food.
It's not a century egg. Isn't that a chocolate egg?
That is not chocolate.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
That's a century egg.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Do you want to steal it and use it for the soup?
No.
There are no rules with
no,
the soup.
no.
There are no rules. Let me tell you something, Matt. I'm going to go on a field trip this weekend, and I'm going to get the best fucking ingredients for that goddamn soup. Oh, look at you. You're so just...
Hey. Well, just remember, everything you put in it, I can do the same for if we ever do another thing like this in the future.
Of course.
That you're unfortunate.
Of course.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
I am keeping it in mind.
Because whatever you do, I will do my best to one-up it.
You can try to one-up it.
Oh, I will one-up it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to go with, I want to make it gross, but I want to make the soup like its own character. I want it to look like something out of, when SpongeBob gets into like hyper-realistic mode and they look at something?
Like the Krabby Patty that's all moldy and
shit. I want it to look like that. I want it to look like a fucking character. Or like something from the Fairly Odd Parents where it's like, eat your soup, Timmy. And then like a fucking monster comes out of it and shit.
Oh, man. If only I had Wando and Cosmo.
Wando.
And Cosmo. Wando and Cosmo here right now to make this soup vanish and not have me in this situation. See, I wouldn't have had to drink the soup because I beat Pikmin, but unfortunately we did that little bet at the end and I lost. So.
We did.
I mean, I took that risk, so.
I don't know why you did. Why did you take the risk? Because it was fun?
It was exciting, and I didn't think...
Is it exciting now?
No, it's not exciting now. It's dreadful now.
Because you're afraid of vomit. Of course, everyone knows that by now. My goal is to get you to vomit. That is my goal.
That's a very mean goal.
No, because if you take a bite of that soup and you swallow it, then I've lost. I didn't make a soup worthy of, the video. You made a burger worthy of the video. I spit that shit out.
Do you think, would you be interested in setting up a reward system, Ryan, for every bite I take? I work towards a goal.
Think about this, Matt. If we set up an award system, then I'm going to make it physically impossible for your body to keep that shit down.
What kind of rewards would there be?
If you finish the whole bowl, you get $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
You're putting that on the line right now?
Yeah.
I finished the bowl. You give me $1,000.
I'll pay you in small increments, and that'll add up to $1,000 over time.
Okay.
It may take a bit. But
all right. Sounds good to me.
Now I'm gonna have now be careful, because once you make that bet, that means I'm going to try everything.
I know, because
in my power.
Neither of us have a lot of money at all, so that's going to that would take a very, very big bite out of your wallet.
Yeah, it would.
Pay me $1,000 for eating soup. Like we probably wouldn't pay rent that month. So if that's the case, I know that you're going to make that soup as grotesque and disgusting. Wait, can we set up some sort of rule where you're not putting shit like, like you're not putting like pubes and shit in it? No,
it has to be food.
Okay, all right. I'm making sure you're not going down the alleyway and picking up some like wet toilet paper or some shit and like throwing it in.
No.
It can be edible. It can be like fully.
The soup is 100% going to be technically edible.
Technically, could be served in a restaurant.
It could be.
Like the health inspector could say, that's gross as fuck, but I can't fault you, and you can still get an A for serving this soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not breaking any severe health codes. Here's the thing, Ryan.
Uh-huh. All I know is if I put 1 century egg in that, you're not getting anything down.
Like if you blended a century egg?
Yeah.
Hey, well, I have friends that eat those things like legitimately. So I just got to get in their mindset. It's just a cultural food. I'm not xenophobic. See? I'm bringing back vocabulary words from earlier in the podcast.
All I can say is it's going to be biblical.
Biblical?
Yeah.
We got to get the set up.
That's a quote from a trailer of a movie that I always liked. It's going to be biblical. It was
the Bible movie?
No, it's the guy who did 300. What's his name?
The guy who did 300?
He was the main guy.
Oh, yeah, he also directed Meet the Spartans.
No. But it's from the movie. It has Jamie Foxx in it. It's about this guy whose like family was killed in front of him.
The Book of Eli?
No. And Jamie Foxx, not Denzel Washington.
Oh, sorry.
You're getting your black actors mixed up. You fucking racist.
It's like, Ryan,
You cracker. Anyways, it's a movie about I'll find it real quick. Law-abiding citizen is the movie, and oh yeah, okay. Gerald Butler and Jamie Foxx, and Gerald Butler in the movie is like, it's gonna be biblical because he's taking on the justice system.
Oh shit, dude.
But he's in.
Dude, we should take on the justice system. What do we got to lose?
Our lives.
Like, why not, dude? Let's just fucking take it on.
I am enjoying Mafia 3, by the way.
Is Mafia... Mafia. You play as a moth. Is Mafia 3 fun?
I just like it because it's fun to shoot. It's fun to shoot people in video games.
That's not all right, dude.
Sorry, it's true. It's fun to shoot people in video games. It's entertaining.
And you're going to do it in real life now? Because video games directly cause violence?
I didn't say that.
Well, it's true. Statistics will show. The stats will show.
The stats will show. I love how usually the stats show the exact opposite. Like how video games work as stress relievers, thus reducing the chances of someone going out and committing crimes.
Correlation does not equal causation. I'll say that for you.
Then why does the other side try to... that's only used when it doesn't work for the other side. Because in every argument they'll almost use kind of correlation leads to causation.
No, I'm saying like...
I know. I'm just saying like either side will kind of use that to their benefit, but they'll call it out if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If it's like oh shit.
I'm just saying the correlation of video games and violence. You know, let's say a dude shoots somewhere up and he played violent video games.
Maybe he's just causation. A violent person,
and that's why he played violent video games.
I mean,
Mr. Rogers had a great...
What a mystery that is. A violent person playing... What were you about to say, young man?
I was going to say Mr. Rogers had a great quote about violent video games.
Really?
He was like... It's from an old book he wrote or something. He's like, it's silly to think that video games cause violence just as you don't see... Fuck, what was it? I don't remember, but it was funny. Climb on my back.
Okay.
Because I'm getting on a Segway.
Okay.
Just gotta...
I'm on your back. I'm surprised you can hold me up.
Yeah, me too. Right, my back just broke.
Oh, shit.
I've broken 3 vertebrae. I want to fucking play Oregon Trail.
We're going to play it for our Halloween week. Because we're having a Halloween week.
No, I mean, like, I want to play, like the real Oregon Trail. Like, I want to get a wagon, a covered wagon, and I want to go down the Oregon Trail.
I don't think you can do that now.
What do you mean?
I don't think you can take a wagon, oxen-drawn little wagon down the Oregon Trail. I don't think it's a thing you can really do anymore because you have to get on.
You want to bet?
You have to get on main roads.
You want to fucking bet?
Yeah.
All right. Just get up right now. I'm gone the rest of the day. Call you later tonight from wherever the hell the Oregon Trail leads. Like, is the Oregon Trail like still like a heritage thing, like a heritage site? Or is it like just all paved as roads now and there's towns in the way and shit like that?
I would imagine there are towns in the way and everything's covered up because the Oregon Trail was used for expansion.
I don't think it was like a literal trail. I think it was just the general direction people took, right? Was it actually like a physical trail?
I don't know. I never played the game when I was younger.
Oh, it's so
I never.
much fun.
I didn't really learn too much about the Oregon Trail. I don't remember there being a lesson on it, if I'm being honest.
I remember learning about it in elementary school, but I, of course, don't remember anything I learned in elementary school. I don't remember a lot of things I learned in school in general, so...
They taught us French for 5 years in elementary school, and I don't remember a fucking thing, except for, like, Rose. What is it? Oui.
Oui.
No.
Does oui mean yes?
It means yes.
Oui. Oui. It's funny.
Oui.
Oh, God. Yeah. I'm honestly surprised people are still saying yes, and daddy likes, considering we have not said that in, 4 or 5 months? I don't know how long it's been.
Just kind of got old.
Yeah, we just, like, we don't hate it. It's just, like, we said it in so many videos in the beginning. We're like, we don't want to run it into the ground. Because it was getting run into the ground.
I kind of find when I hear myself say it in past videos, I'm like, don't do it. Stop that.
Well, I think it's more just because it ended up being said so much. It's like, you don't want to hear it anymore. It's not funny. It's not, it gets old. It's a stank meme.
Yeah, because there's that line where, like, you say something sarcastically or you do something sarcastically, but then you start saying it too much, and you say it too much to where it becomes a catchphrase, and
then it's like, well, now that's...
then it becomes popularized.
And then no one knows that it was originally ironic. or anything. And then it's like, well, there you go.
Isn't it ironic? IRONIC.
Sorry, I was checking that spelling.
Yeah, what did you find out?
Nothing. Because for some reason it just sounded so off to me. I was like, oh no, it's right.
Yeah.
They should do a spelling bee where you gotta fucking sing the words. It's like sing gargantuan.
They probably have that in North Korea.
Sing gargantuan, dude.
I don't know.
Go.
I don't know.
You gotta spell it and sing it.
Gargantuan.
Perfect. Yeah. How do you spell gargantuan? G-A-R-G-A-N. It's really hard to I can spell things at a keyboard.
I've only caught one gar in my life.
Is that a fish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should know that from Animal Crossing.
It's the fish with the big fucking spear for a face.
Oh yeah, dude. I caught those in Animal Crossing.
They're in Lake Murray, I think.
There's also a fish called a dab. Ha 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 ha.
I don't like gars. They're scary.
Gars are terrifying. Yeah.
They're weird looking.
I have caught a gar in real life now that I think about it. My dad took me fishing. South Carolina has some really beautiful lakes. Like there's Lake Jocassee and
sorry,
what?
I was just remembering what I used to do. I went up this when we went fishing. There'd be little spots. There's this one time specifically we went up to this cabin, and there's this lake, and so I just started fishing from this dock area. Except all the crappie, the fish,
we caught those
are all around the
video.
thing. So all I would have to do is dip the hook and bait in it, and then a fish would just bite it
instantly.
Instantly, and then I just pick it up, take it off, throw it back, and then dip it in again, and then the fish would keep coming and just biting on the hook.
Do you think you got the same one twice?
Probably. It was just
Stupid
a big group.
fucking
They
fish.
never got scared. It's not like I yanked on them. It's like they bit it, and then I just tugged it just so it would pierce their cheek.
I want to get a fish.
And then I just started lifting it up, and then I take it off, put it back, and then I just dip it in again. Just whoop.
We should get a goldfish in a tank and
Fish
get a
are so
fishing line.
stupid.
I know. We should get a goldfish in a tank, get a fishing line, and then every day just fish for it until we catch it and just drop it back in the tank.
God.
How evil. That thing would die so fast. We should get a fish, and we had an idea which we might do, which I'm not opposed to doing, but we kind of wanted to get a fish.
Yeah.
And then
what a nice little aquarium.
yeah, but then maybe make a poll and let you guys name it, which could end tragically. So we might not do that, but if you guys want that, then we'll do it. Also, I guess wrapping up the podcast, so a few little announcements. As Ryan stated earlier, the week of Halloween, we're going to be doing a little themed Halloween week where we're going to have some Halloween videos out for you. We have more live action stuff in the works. I know it's been pretty much just flatline series recently.
But Ryan's soup is coming soon.
Ryan's soup is coming.
Ryan's homemade soup, to be exact.
Ryan's chunky, meaty, homemade, hearty, delicious fucking soup.
You don't know there's meat in it. It could be a vegan soup.
Are you going to go buy oysters? Please don't go buy oysters at the store and put them in it. Anyway.
Matt, I'm going to go to several stores.
Don't go to some weird Armenian store and get ingredients.
Yeah, sure. No, of course not.
Yeah, but we got a little Halloween week coming up. We got Spooky Mega. We got what else? I'm gonna be out of town for a week later this month.
You are, so we got to pre-record. I have to pee really bad.
Well, Ryan, will you give me a second, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Gosh, shit, there were more announcements. We got more vlogs.
Who cares about the announcements?
Well, they want to hear.
This is like at the end of the school day. The announcements. Everybody's like, yeah, we get it. Announcements. Let's just end it already so we can get back to our normal lives.
I remember the woman at my high school every single day at the same time would go, please listen to the afternoon announcements. Same voice every day. And as soon as the bell would ring, my friends and I would say it exactly like that. And then she would repeat it after us.
At my high school, they finally started doing the end of day announcement stuff after the bell rang. So
oh yeah,
it was just easier.
It's optional to listen to.
Yeah, but then it was hard if they were actually saying your name.
Yeah, you can't hear
so much noise.
It's please, your mom is here to pick you up, Matthew Watson. And then you don't hear that, and then you get on the bus and your mom's crying in the front office because your father just died. Anyway, guys, podcast on YouTube Thursday, on iTunes Saturday most of the time. Sometimes Connor is a slacking piece of shit and forgets to put it on iTunes on time. And if that happens, go tweet at him and verbally abuse him and berate him, please. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Super Mega Cast. We'll be back next week. I'm not opposed to coming up with some topics ahead of time sometimes for the podcast. You down for this?
No. Bye. Welcome back to the Super Mega Cast. I am Ryan McGee.
And I am Matt Watson.
And today, Matt printed out some fucking questions. He went, I have a clever little idea for a podcast. I'm going to print out some questions, cross out the ones we don't feel like answering, and then let's answer them on the podcast. And I was like, boy, howdy, that seems like a lot of work that we don't have to do now.
Exactly, because, you know, usually our podcasts are like, we sit down at 11:30 at night, the day before it releases, and we're like, we don't know what the fuck to talk about. And then it's
every conversation you've pretty much heard is just us just sitting in the room. We didn't plan anything, and just and then we go on from there.
And then there's always like there'll be that silence. We'll cut out and be like, Ryan, I have no earthly idea what to talk about.
Yeah,
and we'll sit there for like 30 seconds and be like,
okay, bring it in with one of the segue jokes. Okay, here we go.
I guess we saw a movie. But anyway, guys, I went online, printed out some stupid list of 100 questions that we have shortened down to cut out the stupid ones like, are you married? You know, stuff like that. And just, just dumb ones. But we are just going to go down this list and just give you guys a better idea of who we are as people.
Oh, that's cute. And
yeah.
You want to start it off?
Sure, Ryan.
Okay. The person not reading the question answers first.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, Ryan. The first stupid question.
Ready.
Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed?
I have to sleep with my closet door open because that's like Lego's room. That's like his place. That's like his den. All of his like treats and food and like water bowl and food bowl is all in there.
Bear cave.
Yeah, he's got a nice little fan in there. It's always open for him to come in and out. He used to have a little carpet until he peed all over the place.
Did he?
Yeah.
When did that happen? That was in there like last week.
It's because I was at work longer than usual, and it just slipped my mind. I'm an abusive dog owner now.
Why do pets like they never want to pee on like hardwood floor? It's always got to be on like soft carpet or a bed or a couch.
I'm glad all I had to do was roll it up and throw it down the chute.
That was an old carpet, so I guess so. For me, I usually sleep with them closed, but same for Ryan. My cat Banana, his litter box is in my closet, and if he has to go in the middle of the night, I got to keep that door open. So
yeah, I don't hang my clothes up really, so it's just kind of like a free room.
See, I do hang my clothes up, like my shirts and everything, because I don't put them in a drawer because they get too wrinkled. Because I just dig through them and don't put them back.
Interesting.
But my problem is
yeah.
Fuck, what was I saying? Oh no, I was just gonna say like I have not hung them up in the last month because I have been just wearing the same 5 shirts without washing them. So there's that fun fact. Ryan, would you like to question 2?
Okay, so question 2 is ready, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Saw you were taking a sip there
of
good. Your lime LaCroix.
It's good.
Okay, here's the question: do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels?
No.
Kind of question.
Because I have a lot of people do that. My sister does.
I have better shampoo and better body wash.
Exactly.
I don't need to steal it. Like, I don't know. Why would I?
Well, actually, I don't know. Embassy Suites has some bomb-ass soap.
I will say that hotels have the best conditioner. Like, it always makes my hair soft.
The next time we go to a hotel, let's steal
best
shit.
Conditioner.
Let's do a video. Let's compare them. Let's steal some hotel stuff. Let's go around LA, steal a bunch of hotel soaps and shampoos and compare them. What do you think?
Yeah, let's review them.
Ryan, have you stolen a street sign before?
No, I have not. But I have, like, of course, seen street, like when I was in college, you know, in people's dorms. I never had a dorm, but in people's dorms all the time, there would be like a stop sign or some street sign or something. And it's just like, I understand it's like this kind of like capture the flag-esque moment where it's like you work hard, you think of a way how to do it, you think of a way to do it, the perfect time to do it. Or as one time, someone just saw that the sign was there, they just grabbed it and took it home.
Yeah, for me...
But I have never done that.
For me, the answer is also no. But I tried. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening to this. I'm confessing to a felony. Is that a felony? I don't know.
Is that a federal crime?
I think it is.
Because, yeah, street signs, okay. Would make sense.
In South Carolina, on just this backwoods kind of area near Charleston, I legitimately found, I was driving one night with some friends, and I saw it, and we had to stop the car because it was too good to be true. A street called Memes Way.
M-E-M-E-S Way.
Memes Way, yeah. And I was just like, holy shit, I have to have this street sign. So my friends and I got together, and we plotted this, my friend Christian, and my buddy Jackson from Kids of Problems. We just were like, okay, how are we going to get the street sign? Because this was before I moved to LA, and we were like, we got to put this, because I was going to be living with them next year in an apartment, and we had to have this sign for the living room of our apartment. And we went out there with a truck late at night and tried to scope it out, but we found out that they heavily cement street signs into the ground. And then on top of that, the top of the street sign has these types of bolts that regular tools won't undo. So you kind of have to saw it or just dig the whole thing up, which this road every now and then, probably every 4 minutes, a car would drive by. So we did not have time to do that and kind of gave up. But I will one day go back to Charleston and steal that street sign. I pre-confessed to a crime. So
You said you're going to commit a crime. That is an actual confession.
if someone else steals that sign now,
Could be blamed on you because you had probable cause. You had a voiced confession.
well, next question, Ryan.
Okay, yeah. What is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve. I was thinking about this last week and I totally forgot it, but I do have.
Okay, well,
Yep.
I'm kidding. Do you have something?
I
to
do.
share?
I do kind of have one pet peeve, and it's stupid. A lot of people have it. I don't know. When I'm in a quiet room and there's someone eating next to me, and I can just hear like the. I don't know. That bothers me. But I guess my pet peeve would be that, and dog hair. And other than that, that's about it. Ryan, stop it. That's about it.
That's about it.
I guess that and dog hair.
Why not cat hair?
Just animal hair on clothes. Not. I don't mind like you, but it just like on me. It
Me, I'm
bothers
not
me.
an animal.
Ryan,
My hair on your clothes?
shit. I just
What
dropped
happened
this
over there?
I dropped a microphone.
Tisk,
Sorry.
tisk. My biggest pet peeve? I don't fucking know. Oh, when people are late, I think. I don't know. I'm one of those people that, like, when you set a time, you set a time. And I'm usually there either early or right on time. And then, people are, 5-10 minutes late. And I'm sitting around waiting. We agreed on a specific time. They should honor it.
And they just.
If
can't
not,
fucking
I'll
show
challenge
up.
them to a duel and shoot them through the heart. Next question, Matt.
I'm gonna combine two of these questions, Ryan.
Yeah.
Have you ever pissed,
Mm-hmm.
or have you ever shit in the woods?
I've done both. Because, when you camp, you kind of have to.
Oh yeah.
What else are you supposed to do?
Hold it in until you're done
Yeah.
camping.
Just dig a hole, poop in the hole, bury the poop.
Yeah, I've done that many times. In
You
fact,
don't want that poop out. Animals will come around.
dig it up, and then next thing you know, they're taking that straight to the bank. Yeah, I got my cousin. My cousin and I used to just kind of see where we could shit. And I remember one time we were at a house party. Like we were kids, and we're at a house
in
party.
the woods.
No. This was not in the woods.
Does
This
this
was
happen-
This is at like a nice beach house, like
Okay.
by on Isle of Palms in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And my cousin's like, dude, I'm gonna go shit in the backyard where everyone's like having a party. So he just kind of like went down a little out of like view from everyone, like because the backyard went into the marsh. He just like walked out there, took a shit, and then like walked back inside. He's like, yeah, I did it. Took a shit, and I went out there and I confirmed he did take a shit out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's about my cousin taking a shit.
Does it
and
smell bad?
Yes, it's feces.
Were people like, ew, 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 poo, poo, poo?
I don't know. We didn't stick around much longer.
Oh, I see.
Case of the phantom shitter.
Next question is, okay, what is your song of the week? What song have you been listening to more than usual this week?
My buddy Jackson actually showed me a song called "High" by this artist called Hannah Diamond that I've been listening to, and it's a really good song. It's PC music, which is like one of my
Politically
favorite.
correct. Yeah.
No, not politically correct music. That would be terrible to listen to.
Personal computer music.
Yes,
Okay.
really, it's like it's my favorite genre. It's fun. It's boopy and boppy, and it's good. But that's my song of the week.
Scoop bop doobity
Skippy
boo.
bop doop.
There we
Yep.
go.
Mm-hmm.
My song of the week would have to be "Pressure" from the Zootons. Really like. I found it again because I had this baseball game on my PSP, and it came with a music video for "Pressure."
You showed me this song like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
You played it in the car. You're
I
like,
played it
"Dude,
once, and then now it's recently come back, and I'm like, oh, I really fucking like it.
I do that too. Like a video game song will just like, or just a song. It'll just pop in my head that I haven't heard in years, and then I'm in love with it again. You might spend a while on this one, but what is your least favorite movie?
Oh, you're right. That's gonna take me a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I sit here and think real quick? We'll like.
We can come back to that
Yeah,
question.
well, technically, no. I mean, we'll come back after this short message.
Have you ever tried Popeye's chicken? It's the most delicious chicken you'll ever have. Just
Start crying, and that's when I get them.
You hit his weak spot. It's like a boss. You hit that one weak spot.
I make good movies. Boo-hoo.
For me, I know that I do have more least favorite movies, but
Mhm.
basically, like right now, all I can think of is like terms recently, and I don't know. It's just a popular opinion. I did not like Ghostbusters at all.
I can see that.
I really did not enjoy it. I thought it was bad.
To me, it's not so much that it was a bad film. It's just It's the same thing. I've gone to the movies so much recently, like more than usual, and it's the same fucking thing every time.
You come home in tears every time.
I expect it. Like, I was sitting in a movie and I leaned over and I was just like, okay, and I basically laid out the twist 3/4 of, like, when there were still 3/4 of the movie to go, and by the end of it, I was right. And it's like, movies are too predictable, and I'm tired of. I know people are like, they're movies, just sit down and be entertained by them. Yes, that's what most movies are there for, but I want a movie to just, I don't know, take me to that next level that makes you get excited. You know, when you see a movie and your heart starts racing and you get the adrenaline rush, and afterwards you're like, oh fuck, that was a good fucking movie. Like, I want to see that again, and I think, like, movies that have done that before.
Green Room, I got that with Green Room.
Yeah, Green Room.
That's probably the most recent one I can think of.
Kingsman was another one where at the end of I was like, that was fun. That was a fun movie.
Is that the movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, with the lisp.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, there's just like, I like movies that end on a high note. I can't stand when movies end on that, like, they have to wrap up everyone's fucking story. And, like, you already know the movie's done. There's nothing else to be said. It's wrapping up everything else. So you're sitting there like, okay, there's going to be 10 minutes of useless fucking story for no reason when everything else is wrapped up. I prefer my things end on a high. I think, sorry for taking over the mic, but I think a movie that does an opening and an ending perfectly, just in my opinion, like, just to get that, that was a fun experience. Like, I went to the movies and it was fun. It was Cabin in the Woods, because the title comes up. I don't want to give it away, but I'm just going to say the opening and ending to Cabin in the Woods. When the Cabin in the Woods logo comes up, like the title font, it's a really good moment. And then at the end credits, it's just you go back and you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? And you just realize you had a good fucking time.
Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know why I thought of this, probably because it starts with a C, but a movie in the last few years that gave me that, like, I felt really good after I watched it because I just thought it was a good movie, which, I don't know, a lot of people, critics, whatever, might disagree with this. I know Chris fucking hates this movie. I really loved Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really fucking
You love
good movie,
boat
dude.
All All Is Lost is like one of your favorite movies.
So good.
I still have to watch it.
I know. We watched like a fourth of it and you were like falling asleep, so we had to like...
We'll answer more questions, but speaking of watching things, we're almost done. You've already seen the second season of Better Call Saul. I'm being caught up. We're about to finish it tonight. Episodes 9 and 10 are going to be watched very soon.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm fucking excited. It's really good. I love the story that's going on in it. I really recommend, even though I haven't seen the last 2 episodes of season 2, I highly recommend, if you're a fan of Breaking Bad, give Better Call Saul. Anyway,
Better Call Shalom.
Better Call Saul a try. And if you've already watched season 1, season 2, bada bing, bada boom,
blows it out of the water.
Yeah,
it's good. All right. Well, that was a fun question.
Yeah.
Was
my turn to ask? Is this the right page? Okay.
That might have been the last question on that page.
It was the last question on that page. You dirty liar. Anyways, what do you dip a chicken nugget in? What a fucking great question.
Honey mustard.
I love that.
It's got to be honey mustard for me.
Okay.
My whole life. Love honey mustard.
Now, it's almost the same answer. I'm going to say Chick-fil-A sauce. It's a slight variation of honey mustard.
I would say also Chick-fil-A sauce if we're speaking Chick-fil-A terms.
Also Polynesian sauce.
Yes.
Really fucking good.
Any sauce from Chick-fil-A.
There's only one chicken nugget that exists, and that's the Chick-fil-A chicken nugget.
Everything else sucks.
Seriously, though.
No,
like,
I love chicken nuggets. I love all chicken nuggets. Like, I like McNuggets.
But compared?
Yeah. Like, okay, if I had a plate of McNuggets, and then I had a plate of Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, like there's no competition.
Yeah.
Not even in the slightest.
The only thing that ever came, like, close to, like, me enjoying it was, I went to Dutch Fork High School, and I don't know if you had it where you went, but we had Clucks Deluxe. And every now and then there would be little cartons of Clucks Deluxe nuggets. And I had a field day with those.
We just had the sandwiches, and they sucked.
What?
Yeah, we never had the nuggets.
You hated the sandwiches? I always got the spicy ones.
I didn't see
the spicy ones. Dip them in honey mustard. Mwah. That's a good sandwich.
For Deluxe, baby.
Well, it's better than the slop they usually fed. Okay, it wasn't slop, but it's I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't really like.
Was.
I didn't like
school lunches are
food.
slop. There's like America has the worst school lunches. Like, well, I'm not gonna say in the world.
Yeah,
because it's like Kenya probably doesn't have too good of school lunches, but compared to like Korea or England or whatever, it's like America's school lunches kind of lack. I watched a video on it recently.
The worst school lunches were in elementary school for me.
They fucking
that
suck.
was like slop of the slop.
But do you remember those French fries that were smiley faces?
Yes.
Those don't exist anymore.
What?
Like, or they don't serve them in school, or at least no school I've been to.
Sad face.
Those disappeared around when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Aw.
Ryan, would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine?
Now, that doesn't say I have to show my penis.
But
But then-
nude pretty much means penis.
No, doesn't.
Look up the definition of nude.
Yeah, but I can be nude and be photographed nude, but it not show my penis.
Well, let's think in this example, your penis is showing.
Not in any artistic magazine. It was like a funny magazine, and I think I would do this a little later in life.
I would totally
I'd probably
get
like
naked for
around
something.
30. I think around 30, that's when I'd do it.
You want to work out a little first?
No. Why would what?
No,
That was mean.
No. I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying, like, yeah, maybe 30, like, work out before you turn 30.
I was thinking I think 21 is still that prime porn age, so just weirdos online, like weird old men. I don't know. Like for you're not good for another like 20 years. You're like they're waiting for you. They're like, "Oh, it's okay. It's still the same thing."
I think that...
You're jailbait, Matt.
Am I? Yeah, I mean... Well, I'm 6'2". I don't know if that classifies as jailbait.
You're a little twink, though.
Okay, if I was me, the same skinniness, but I was like... Imagine if I was like 5'6".
Yeah.
I'd be...
Oh, you'd be adorable.
I'd be a massive... What?
I'd fling you around the place. You'd hit your head on a few walls, probably get a concussion.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just picturing you 5'6" and me swinging you around by your
Was
ankles.
that like you'd swing me around in a sexual way?
No, like...
Okay, I thought you were... Yeah, okay, sorry.
Did you ever... You know that thing that became a stupid meme? Did you ever see the Avengers movie?
No.
Or have you seen the stupid
I
gif
have seen
of
the
the
Avengers.
Hulk grabbing
Yeah,
Loki
yeah.
and
It picks
smashing
someone...
him around? It would be like that, except with no superheroes.
That would fucking hurt me, and it would suck, and I'd be upset.
That's your problem.
I would... If I wouldn't do it in a serious way, but if I had to get naked for like some comedic
Yeah,
something, I would
That's what
so
I'm
do
saying.
that.
definitely.
I would.
I'd more do it in a short film than in a photography setting, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Photographs are weird. I'd rather, like, if I was in a comedy movie, like, yeah, get naked. But all right.
Yeah, definitely.
So if any of you out there want to see me or Ryan's peen, you just gotta, get a director to pick us up for a short comedy film.
Has to be the right script. Oh, we gotta send them the right script.
Send us in your script.
Said Matt's dad.
Ryan, what the fuck?
I want to see my boy grow into a man inside of another man.
I highly doubt my dad has ever even thought anything similar to those, like that line of thinking.
Boy, oh boy. My boy's filled with boys.
I don't think my dad would be saying it in that tone. He'd be like, oh, boy. That's good.
That's good. Okay.
Sorry, Dad.
Next question. What question did you do? Oh,
Pose
okay.
nude in a magazine.
Do you mind if I go back up to the movies one?
Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
What movies could you watch over and over again and still love?
I just mouth the words. Can I say it at the same time as you?
Yeah.
See maybe if I know what it is.
There's a few. There's a lot of good movies you
One
can
of
watch
them's
over.
got to be though.
3, 2, 1.
Iron Giant.
Yes. Yeah, it's my favorite movie.
Hence the
Yay.
tattoo and everything.
Yeah. But other than that, I have to say Forrest Gump is a movie that whenever it's on, you'll probably watch it all the way through wherever it is.
You can't be flipping through the channels and see Forrest Gump and just skip it. You
I know.
even if it's like towards the end, it's like I gotta watch it now.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Another one for me is Hot Fuzz.
Oh yes,
Love Hot Fuzz. As I said, I've said this before, but it's my favorite comedy movie.
You showed it to me about this year.
Yeah,
you showed it to me first time. It's good. It's really. I'd watch it again.
Have you seen the whole? You still haven't seen Shaun of the Dead. I've seen the other
World's
two
End,
in the
and I've seen-
Cornetto trilogy, or Cornetto. Yeah. What other movies are just kind of like
classics?
No, there's that when you just think of it. You see on TV, you'll watch all the way through. Another one for me is Jaws, but that's just me personally.
For me, I could watch The Shining. Definitely, I could watch Full Metal Jacket. For sure, as many times as I wanted.
Cabin in the Woods, I have to throw that one in there again.
For me, All Is Lost. I've seen it so many times.
I still have to see it.
And it's still, every time I watch it, because there's virtually zero talking in the movie, but it's not boring to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that was it.
I think a few titles. It's not all that we believe that or whatever, but we listed a few. There you go. Have fun. Haha. Land Before Time's also pretty good.
I haven't seen it, or if
So
I have, I've been
good.
so
It's
small.
the first one.
All right, Ryan, I'm going to combine 3 questions because they're all car related.
Yeah.
Can you change the oil on a car? Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? And have you ever ran out of gas?
Yes, no. But I have one time used my dad's car, got it to empty, and then he took it the next morning and was driving to work and ran out of gas on the way to work.
I've gotten...
He called me, and I went over and I had to go get him gas.
Give him a piggyback ride?
Yeah, I feel bad for that.
I think there's been 3 times where I've taken your car out, and it's by the time I'm done, it's straight running on fumes, and I'm just like... Do I take it back?
I know.
Usually I'll just be like, I'll just put like $5 in it. So it's like, so it looks like I didn't take it all the way to empty, and then Ryan will run out of gas.
Is that really what you fucking do?
I've done it before.
You worm.
No, I usually put I'll put like $15, $20 in it.
That's nice.
But yes, I can change the oil on a car. Thanks, Dale. I have never gotten a speeding ticket, and I've never run out of gas, but I've come very close. One time while I was driving from Charleston to Charlotte in this weird stretch of highway, and I couldn't find a gas station.
You were going to participate in the
Charlotte
protests.
Yeah, that was me. I was right in the front. No, I was going to visit our buddy Connor. And
you were the news reporter that got knocked out or something.
Right, that's fucking offensive, dude.
What?
You can't make jokes about...
It's a white dude.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Okay, there we go. What's your favorite kind of sandwich?
My favorite kind of sandwich is called the Godfather, and I don't know. I've seen multiple places serve this kind of sandwich, but I've never seen one around here. It's got pepperoni, it's got salami, it's got lettuce, it's got a lot of good stuff. I don't fully remember what's on it. It's very Italian. It's fucking delicious, though. Yeah. I used to get it in Charleston at this place called Giuseppe's, which is...
Oh, wow. The Godfather is also at Beezer's.
Is it?
I believe so.
Is it the same thing?
It's like a bunch of meats and shit.
Yeah, it's a bunch of meats, and it has I think it has oil and vinegar and spices. And
yep, that sounds
delicious.
like Beezer's.
Yeah, which is delicious.
Yes, we've already said that before, but Beezer's is great.
Maybe for Christmas break, we'll meet up and go.
Yes.
Or maybe you should come to Charleston.
I have 3 answers to this because I have 3 sandwiches that
I also like clubs.
That are my key sandwiches.
Lay them on.
Number 1, that is all-time favorite, is peanut butter and jelly.
Wait, we talked about this earlier today, just coincidentally, didn't we? With Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then after that is my cheddar cheese and mayonnaise sandwiches. Just blocks of cheese and mayonnaise.
Sorry, that's just so white.
Yep.
So white.
Yep.
Is it on Wonder Bread too?
I don't know. It could be on anything you want. And then after that, I'm gonna say a toasted mac and cheese sandwich with bacon. It's actually pretty good.
That I've never thought of a mac and cheese sandwich.
And also, this also answers another question. How did Ryan get so fat? So that answered that question as well.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know how that got on there, but...
Oh, yeah. I didn't put that on there.
Yeah.
That I really didn't.
Well, I mean, there's the secret. Toasted mac and cheese sandwiches with bacon.
Do you really blame that partially?
No, not at all. I rarely make those.
I don't know. I also...
I blame my consistent eating and unhealthy habits.
I blame Cecile. I think that... Dude, pulled pork sandwich from South Carolina, with the mustard sauce.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
yes.
That takes the cake for me.
Mustard-based barbecue is the best
There's no
barbecue.
Denying. North Carolina, Tennessee, they've all got their own versions of barbecue, and they think it's superior. Rhett and Link even made a song about this, years and years ago. They made a song about barbecue in different states, and they mentioned South Carolina, and they mentioned the mustard barbecue. And if you've never had this, it's like a golden yellow sauce that goes on barbecue. And it is sweet, and it is tangy, and it is fucking delicious.
Goes good. Have that with some hush puppies on the side.
Oh, my God. And maybe a little coleslaw.
Maybe some mashed potatoes.
Potato salad.
Some of those green beans with the bacon bits in it.
Macaronis. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Man.
Then down
Sweet tea?
Then either down it with a water or a carbonated beverage of your choice.
Sweet tea for me. It's got to be sweet tea.
See, I think Sprite works better with that food for me. Sprite's my favorite carbonated beverage.
To each his own. Sprite is pretty good.
What's the next question, Billy?
What's your usual bedtime, big boy?
Anywhere between the hours of 2:30 and 5:30 a.m.
Yep, I'd probably say the exact same thing.
Rarely it goes to 5:30. I would say
rarely goes to 5 for me.
On an average for me, it's probably 3:34. Not 3:34, but 3:30
or 4.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, 3:34. What a specific time to fall asleep.
Indeed.
Yeah, I usually, every night I'm like, it's 1. It's still so early. I got plenty of time to go on my laptop or watch videos on my phone, and then it's like, it's 3. Fuck, I got work in the morning.
Okay. That's stupid. Next question. Are you afraid of heights, Matt? Are you afraid of heights?
Allow me to take a sip of this LaCroix.
May I preface this with, I think everyone on some level is afraid of heights to some degree because it's survival instinct.
Oh, yeah.
So
now, as in, like, am I afraid of heights? Like, am I going to be at the top of a ladder and be, like, trembling in my boots? 1, no, because I don't wear boots or own a pair. 2, no, I'm not really that scared of heights.
It's ladders that get me, though. Ladders are the only thing that I'm on that I'm like...
Standing... Well, no, ladders don't really bother me.
Loinks!
Unless I'm, like... I've done this before, but I've stood on the top of a ladder when it says, like, you know that one step that's like, do not stand on this part? I've stood on that, and it's been very scary because I was also on top of my my parents' house on the back deck, which is, like, 6 feet off the ground. So combine those two together. I'm not really scared of heights, but... If I am high up somewhere, I'm obviously naturally scared of falling.
Yeah.
And scared of that, but I'm not, like, terrified of heights.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not really, scared of heights all too much. Only on big ladders. That's about it. Just because they're wobbly. That's what brings it out. It's not the height. It's just I guess the sturdiness of my height. I guess, which is a better way to explain it.
Yeah, same for that. If someone picks me up and puts me on their shoulders, I always get really nervous because I'm very, like, tall, which means it could be very top heavy. And if someone's, like, just joking around, has me on their shoulders, they could, like, lean backwards a little too far, and then we both come falling down. Especially if we're on concrete, that's no fun.
Or if you're in a pool next to the side of the pool, you fall back. The person playing chicken with you conks their head on the concrete. You got a death on your hands. That's a dead body in a pool. Nobody likes dealing with that.
I really don't like dealing with that. I've dealt with that many times. I do not like that.
Yeah.
Am I asking the next question?
I think so, yeah.
Do you think musicals are cheesy?
I mean, there of course some are. Just like how, it's kind of like all action movies are dumb. All, there's that type of thing. Like, they're dumbed down, boring. All musicals are flamboyantly overreactionary. It's just a difference in medium, and there are good musicals. The Book of Mormon, Wicked. I didn't like Rent too much. It was all right.
Avenue Q.
Avenue Q's good. I just think, like, either you go all out with it and you have a high production thing, like, Broadway with The Lion King. That's very, or Cats. I've never seen Cats, but just they're famous, whatever, and then you can get down to the level of the self-aware smaller productions, which is like Evil Dead the Musical, which is just like it knows its own production value and it doesn't try to be anything more. That's the best way I can describe it. So my favorite musicals are those that either go all out, and the Mormon goes all out in their kind of musical endeavors. They don't try to hide from it or try to change it in any way, or those who kind of satirize I guess, the musical genre.
Honestly, like, I hate that there's that whole stereotype. It's like, if you like musicals, you're gay. I love musicals. They're fun to me.
That's more of a South Carolina thing.
Yeah, I think so. I do enjoy musicals, considering I have played major roles in a few musicals.
The Jungle Book?
I played Mowgli in The Jungle Book.
Fucking whitewashed.
Yeah, I was in 5th grade. I didn't know what racism was. So.
Did they, like, dress you up?
They spray tanned me. Yeah, they spray tanned me.
They gave you a little black bowl cut wig.
No, I had my regular long hair back then. But they did spray tan me. And then
did they actually spray tan you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They did.
Look at me right now. You're not fucking with me.
I have the DVD somewhere. They did spray tan.
Oh my god.
I'm a little jungle boy.
No, you can't fucking say. Jesus Christ, I'm a little jungle boy.
But yes, I do like musicals. Show tunes in Broadway make me feel real good when I listen to them. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fun stuff.
Ever used a gun, Matt?
We can skip that question.
Yeah, okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts?
It's nearing the Halloween date.
Now, do I believe in, like...
Do you believe in paranormal beings or energy, I'm guessing?
See, I feel judged and stupid for my opinion on this, but I don't know. I don't I'm not saying that I necessarily do believe in paranormal shit, but I don't dismiss it, I guess. I don't know enough, and I think it's really interesting. And I wouldn't, in my mind, I think that it's plausible that, you know, things could exist beyond our realm or our dimension. I think that's definitely possible. Well, I mean, things do exist beyond our dimension, but in the form of, like, energy and beings and shit like that, I don't know. I just don't know, but I think I have a very open mind to that stuff because I think it's very interesting. So I don't just shut it out and be like, no, ghosts aren't real.
Part of that could be kind of like the after kind of upbringing of a religious background.
Yeah, maybe.
That the afterlife is such a huge part. It is not just the end goal with the religion we were in, but it is the second life.
Well, this isn't this. I mean, this doesn't have anything to do with religious upbringing. No. It's just my personal. I think that.
I was just wondering because, like, you're in church, you're taught a lot about the afterlife, of course.
No, I mean,
and so I'm wondering if that kind of like that's like a seed that's always there. Like, is there something after you die? Or are you just talking about strictly ghosts and figures like that?
Well, right now I'm just talking about, like, ghosts and stuff. When it comes to an afterlife, that's a whole different discussion to have with me. But when it comes to ghosts and, like, otherworldly forces, I don't know. I mean, I don't disbelieve it, but at the same time, I don't strictly believe it.
Yeah.
I guess.
I strongly disbelieve. It's the same thing. I don't care that you believe or not. Sounds like we're talking about religion. But I don't know. Just, it's not that I don't believe it because I can't wrap my mind around the thought of it. It's just, I can't back the whole, you know, your consciousness being personified in something that's not being contained. Like, you know,
I don't. I'm not saying
body and all that stuff. And
I don't believe when you die you become a ghost. That's not like what I believe. I'm not thinking like conscious, like minds becoming other forces. I don't know, like something beyond our dimension or something that we don't know about. I don't know.
Yeah. Just strongly disbelieve
until it happens to you.
Until it happens to you.
Until Ryan gets raped by a ghost in his sleep.
Here you go. Here's the question pamphlet. Okay, we're going to ask a total of 3 more questions, and then we're going to end the episode. Jeremy. Sorry, just one person at least.
It's like, what? Oh.
Yeah.
He said my name. Okay, here's a simple one. Tea or coffee?
What?
Tea or coffee?
I'm going to go sweet tea. 100% sweet tea for me.
Yeah. I mean, sweet tea will always take the cake over anything. Like, I wish that people drank sweet tea like they drink coffee. Sweet tea is literally liquid cavities, but it is absolutely delicious. But when it comes to, like, in the morning waking me up, I would rather have tea, but coffee is just more accessible, and I love coffee, so.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know on that one. I'm kind of divided.
That was an easy, simple question.
It was.
Okay.
In 5 sentences, I want you to tell me why you like sweet tea.
Tastes good. Really good. Superbly good.
3.
I like it.
4.
Yum.
Okay.
I think we've answered this before. I don't care. But do you want to get married?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I mean, it's something. Right now, no.
Yeah.
But you know, somewhere within the range of 5 to 10 years, for 5 to 15 years from now, yeah, I'd love to get married. I just like to get married and settle down once this crazy phase of my life has, you know, sizzled out.
Yeah. I definitely could see myself getting married one day, just in my 30s, you know, definitely not in my 20s. I don't know.
I think like 28's a good age. Like 28, 29's a good age to get married.
Yeah. That's all about, I don't know. There's getting married, and then there's like settling down and having kids and all that. I have no qualms with marrying, I think, but in terms of having kids, I think as for now, my mind's kind of made up currently on that regard in terms of my future.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the kids thing on a podcast before, so I mean, our minds haven't really changed since then. But you know, yeah, I would like to get married.
Gremlins.
Ryan, that's really fucking mean, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna laugh at your kids one day.
You're gonna be tall, beautiful, blue-eyed sons of bitches.
And I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna trip them when they're little toddlers too. Behind your back, I'm gonna laugh to myself.
When I have kids, I will not have you around.
You won't have a choice.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Try to find me.
what? It's like, God, I haven't seen Ryan in like 10 years, but I keep smelling something. It smells like Ryan.
Smells like a
gooch.
Smells like a big old hunk of dick. Big old slab of meat just came fresh from Ryan. Okay, so before we ask the last question, we just wanted to say that go check out Ninja Sex Party's new Cool Patrol music video. We're in it. So go check that out. Really fun to shoot. We had a good time on set. We'll probably talk about that on the next podcast.
It was super fun to shoot.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time. We've already seen the video. We think it's funny. It's really well made. I really like it.
Yeah, by the time this podcast is...
It'll be in 2 days released by then. No, 3 days.
Yeah, it'll already be out.
Yeah. But, okay, one final question. Do you think there's even a remote possibility that at some point in the future, you, Leafy, and Keemstar can put this all behind you and bury the hatchet? Matt, get off your phone. It's time to start the podcast.
All right, I'm off.
This is episode 24.
24.
And it's Spooky Mega Week. I needed to clear my throat.
I was doing the little beep from 24. Yeah, guys, but it's Halloween week. Halloween is gonna be in between the next podcast. It's coming up this weekend. Is it on Monday? I don't know when Halloween is.
It's on a day.
We're recording this far before Halloween, though.
Because Matt, where are you going?
I'm going back to South Carolina for a week.
You lucky bastard! You get to go to the fucking South Carolina State Fair.
I know. That's one of the reasons I planned my trip for these days, because I love going to the fair.
Did you see my sad little boohoo tweet about it?
I did. I shed a single tear for you. But
I don't. But you get to go with Ping, right?
I do.
Lucky. Going to a fair with like a significant other.
It's a fun experience. I've done it the last 2 years, so it's kind of become like a little tradition now. So that's why going back this year. I like visiting South Carolina in the fall. It's nice, but that's besides the point. We got some big stuff to talk about today.
Like
the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
That's pretty fucking big.
It's pretty big. It's not the NX. Why?
And the air conditioning unit in our recording room is broken right now, so it won't turn off, or else it'll shut off for the whole building or something. So basically, if you hear any background noise, it's only going to be for this podcast. Just think of it as a creepy, spooky Halloween ambiance, whatever that word is.
Ambience.
What's the difference between ambience and ambiance?
Tomato.
All right.
So, yeah, the Nintendo Switch, I have to say, this is one of my favorite, this is probably my favorite looking console since the GameCube.
Really?
Because the Wii, well, not favorite looking, but just favorite, I don't know, I just feel like it's not going for that gimmicky kind of pattern that Nintendo was taking. Okay, that may be giving them a little hate. Maybe not gimmicky, just they're not trying to revolutionize in a way that impedes gameplay, you know?
I mean, I don't think the Wii U was that gimmicky. I think it was just a controller with a screen in the middle, but I don't know, I think this is really cool because it's kind of it's almost like an addition to the Wii U, because you've got the screen on the controller, or if you choose to play that way. For those of you who don't know yet, I'm sure everyone knows by now, but it's, Nintendo announced the new console with a little release video, and it's really cool where it's it's a screen, and then on the side it has the controllers, like the buttons and the circle sticks and everything, and you can detach those and use them as wireless controllers, or you can clip the whole thing into the console and then play it on the TV. So I think it's a cool, I think it's definitely really cool. I was impressed when I saw it.
And it seems like they're bringing over Mario Kart 8 and stuff like that, but they're adding to the games too.
Are they really?
Yeah, King Boo is a playable character.
Oh shit.
In the Mario Kart stuff, and then in the Splatoon gameplay that was shown in the trailer, I believe it showed different headgear and stuff like that.
Oh yes. So I'm excited because I already knew they were doing an HD, or not HD, but they're doing a remaster. Or I don't even know if it's a remaster, but they're re-releasing Splatoon for the Switch, along with I think Mario Kart 8 and some other game, but
I'm definitely getting the Switch.
Oh, I am too. I mean, I have to get every Nintendo console when it comes out. It's kind of like a thing for me, even if it's bad.
Dude, think about it. We can. It's a console we can have at home, and then just unclip it or whatever.
Take it to the office.
Yeah,
or
bring to the office.
Take it in the car.
It'd be great.
But dude, I am excited the most.
Holy shit! I forgot. I didn't even think of that. Like when we're just driving somewhere, you could just bring your NX and play like fucking Skyrim and shit like that.
I know, because in the trailer, what was that? Someone playing Skyrim? I'm pretty sure that was Skyrim.
Yeah, then they showed a bunch of basketball bros playing NBA 2K17.
Yeah, my basketball bros.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
Want to shoot some hoops, dude?
What?
Want to shoot some hoops? I've been practicing all day. I'm just thinking.
Just get a little basketball, a little dribble, a little.
Just watch me dribble. Watch me.
Nothing but net, baby.
4 point.
Can we talk about the cartridges?
2 chain. What?
Cartridges?
Okay, that I creamed myself.
Dude,
over.
me too. When I saw, because there were rumors that the NX would be using cartridges, and then when they showed, like,
it's like the DS charges, like. That sound.
Oh, dude.
That sound.
And the sound of the Switch, like, they kept showing it in the commercial when you detach and reattach the little side controllers, that satisfying click. It's like,
I hope it's that satisfying in real life. It's like it's the same satisfying like sound effect that a typewriter creates.
Yeah, or like a really nice mechanical keyboard.
Oh, yes.
It's just that nice little click. What do you think about the name? The Switch.
Like it.
I think it's I like it a lot too.
I have to say my least favorite console name was the Wii U, just because it was like a branch off of something. It made people feel as if
it was an add-on to the Wii when it was completely different.
Exactly.
It was a completely different console. I don't know why they even called it the Wii U. Like, yeah, it could play Wii games, but wait, do you think the oh yeah, no, I think the Switch will definitely be backwards compatible with Wii U games because it has like the same. It has basically the same layout, like the same kind of interface.
Yeah.
Of like the design of the controller could easily play any Wii U game. One thing they didn't show, or they might have, I just didn't notice in the trailer, it didn't look touchscreen.
No, they didn't touch the screen once.
So I don't think it's touchscreen, which I'm honestly, I don't mind that. I'm fine with
glad,
not touchscreen.
Honestly, because when it comes to touchscreens, it's always gonna get smudged. Something's always gonna happen.
Get those fingerprints.
I'm gonna lose the stylus or some shit. You know?
That'll be nice. Not having to worry about losing and buying new styluses.
But the console looks great. I'm excited for the games that are going to be released on it. They said I think they're going to talk about a game lineup, of course, more in the future. When is this supposed to release? Like 2017?
March. It's coming out in March.
Okay.
And I think that Breath of the Wild, the new Zelda game, is going to be released then.
I'm looking forward to that.
Pikmin 4, I'm pretty sure is going to be for the Switch.
Really?
I think so. Because why would they be designing a huge IP title that they're just going to release on a console?
It has to be for the Switch. Of course it's got to be.
It's probably going to be for both.
It's already done, isn't it?
Pikmin 4? Yeah, Miyamoto said it's just about done.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, how they still released Xbox 360 games.
Yeah,
a little bit after the release of the Xbox One.
Well, they'll probably.
That's what they do with every console. They let it bleed out over time.
Right, and I wouldn't be surprised if they made, for games like Pikmin 4, if they made a Wii U version and a Switch version, or just make a Switch version. I don't know. As of the time that we're recording this podcast, they haven't announced like pricing details or anything. I think it's probably get what, $250?
No, I feel like it's gonna be like, I think there might be two models, one $299, one $399.
Yeah,
I just think because of the quote unquote technology they're displaying. Well, Nintendo's always they've always usually been the cheapest console though, right?
Yeah,
they've never gone up. At least from what I can remember, they've never tried to battle wholeheartedly on price with
no
Sony and them. When I mean battle, I mean like kind of match it so they could get more.
I think they just try to make like a price that seems, because I've never seen Nintendo as the like competition type. Like they don't really care about competition. They just do their own thing because they're Nintendo, and they try to make shit that they think is like fun and genuine, I guess. And sometimes it flops, but I don't know. You got to give them credit for that aspect. And recently they've been doing really well with listening to what fans want and giving the fans what they want.
Yeah. It definitely screams a $299 price to me.
Yeah,
I could see it being $300.
Yeah.
We'll see. It might be $350.
I'm going to pre-order it regardless. Unless it's like $800, which I'll probably save up for a few months and still pre-order it, but
no, don't. No.
What?
No.
No?
No. Don't pre-order bed.
Do you want to?
You supporting company before product even release.
I'm going to get it anyway, though. I'm going to get it regardless, even if it's shitty.
Even if it's proven to be shitty, you're gonna get it.
I'm a Nintendo dude. I gotta at least get it. I don't know. It's like a thing for me. I gotta waste my money.
Follow.
I'll follow them off a cliff. But this does not look like it's gonna be a disappointment.
No. So the release trailer, or I guess the teaser trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and it looks beautiful. It looks fucking gorgeous.
It does. I've never played Red Dead Redemption, the first one. But I was watching the trailer with you this morning, and I was like, damn, that looks pretty good. And of course, you know, by the time we're talking about this stuff, it's old news. But
it's a week old. Yeah, we were lucky enough for all this to drop the day our podcast comes out. It dropped on Thursday last week, so now we're talking about Thursday of this week. So
yep, yeah, but Red Dead Redemption 2 looks like a lot of fun. It looks really neat, and if you guys want to see us play it on the channel, we might just have to do that as a little series. I wouldn't be opposed. It looks beautiful.
Of course not.
I like Western shit. I like Eastern shit too. Yeah, but that's pretty exciting. And I'll tell you one thing, Ryan. My neck is very sore today.
Why? It's been going back and forth too much?
Yes, but not in the homosexual way you're thinking of. I went to a concert last night with Vernon Shaw of Game Grumps.
So what did you headbang?
I did. I did a little head nodding
to Cuckoo Kania.
Sometimes a little head banging. Sometimes a little jumping.
Coconut Kania. What's her name?
The fuck are you talking about?
Cancun.
Caro Bonito.
Yeah.
And their opener was this band I really love called Slime Girls, and they were just like fun all around. Like there was one part of the song where it went quiet and they all like dropped dead on stage, and then one guy brought out like a melodica and played it into the microphone. It's just a really fun group. And I met some of you guys at the show. I think about 6 of you I met, and you guys were all super sweet.
Let's talk about anger management.
Okay.
I feel like I need some help, and I feel like you need some help too.
Why do we need help with anger management?
Because I went to the doctor the other day.
Yeah?
And he watches our Let's Plays.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
He was watching our most recent Mario Maker episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And he said, the anger is not healthy, and we need to play quieter games.
Oh, dude, I know where this is going. I know exactly what the doctor recommended.
Yeah?
Minecraft.
Exactly.
Yes!
So...
just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing Minecraft from now on the channel. It's going to be a strictly Minecraft-based thing.
Starting next week.
Thank you, Dr. Stevens. And I'm also glad for wasting all of y'all's time for that stupid bullshit story, because we had no idea where the podcast was going.
So Ryan came up with a...
Let's try to bring it back somewhere. Where are we bringing it back to, Matt?
I got it, Ryan. Tell me your best Minecraft story.
My best Minecraft story. I'm trying to think.
Well, guys, it's almost Halloween.
What's my...
It wouldn't, you know, you guys have been seeing the stuff we've been putting out on the channel so far for our first year of Spooky Mega. We're gonna do that like annually now. So every year around Halloween, we're gonna do a little Halloween week. We've seen a couple other channels that we're friends with do that kind of stuff. We thought it was a good idea.
And we're gonna
rip them off.
And we're gonna keep doing it until we get tired of each other and our friendship ends.
Probably yes.
Yeah.
So. We're gonna play creepy games. If you guys have suggestions for next year, put them in the comments, and we probably won't ever check back at this video. So,
spoiler alert: we're not playing Slender Man,
Ryan,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ah, dude, why you gotta shut me down like that?
Or, do you know what I'm gonna say?
I don't actually.
Really?
What are you gonna say? Undertale?
Yeah.
You gonna say Undertale?
No.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was hoping you'd fill in the blank.
Oh, because you don't have anything?
No, it's the rule of threes. I had to think of 3 things.
You just didn't give anything?
I couldn't know it.
As you guys could tell, this is one of those podcasts we didn't plan ahead of time.
I'm very fucking tired.
Dude, I'm tired too.
My sleep schedule and your sleep schedule has been all over the fucking place.
'Cause I've been rushing to the last few days. I've been like, I stayed at the office until like 6:20 the other night in the morning, not in the evening.
Yeah.
And then like I got 2 hours of sleep, came back to work, and then I worked all day again, and then I went to a concert last night, and I went to bed again late, and then I was gonna wake up early to go to work this morning to get more done, but I'm running on such little sleep, I completely slept through my alarm.
You knocked on my door, and I was like, "What did I even say? I was tired."
No, because it was like 10:20, and I was like, oh, slept through my alarm. I'm just gonna get ready, and I guess I'll
go to work with Ryan.
I'll just go to work with Ryan. I knocked on the door, and you were like, what? And I was like, time to go to work. And you were like, I thought you were going early, and I was like, I don't remember what I said. I was like, yeah, I ended up not doing that. And then you were like, just drive, I'll Uber there. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I was not in the mood to get up.
You're just not ready?
My like heart was beating fast, and I had like, I don't know.
Did I wake you up when I knocked on the door?
Yeah, you woke me up, and I was like,
dude, you just did not sound like you were just not in the mood for anything. You were just like, you were like, drive, I'll Uber.
Yeah.
All right. So I just like silently took the key. I thought you were mad at me. I was like, what?
No,
I thought you were like pissed. Like you were like, why didn't you go into work early?
Well, I mean, when I was tired of waking up, I was angry. I mean, I'm not angry, mad, but
everyone's angry when they first wake up.
I was just like, he said he was going in early. Yeah, so why is he knocking on my door?
Yeah, it doesn't. But it doesn't affect the time you go to work.
I know it doesn't affect the time I go into work, but I thought I could use that like
as an excuse to sleep in.
As an excuse to sleep in, because I was gonna be like, if Brent hears this, because I was gonna be like, yeah, I woke up late and I didn't have any clothes to wear and I had to dry them. But Brent didn't show up today.
Dude, you can't tell it because these are the excuses we still use with Brent. And if Brent listens to this, do not go tweet Brent these excuses.
They're gonna tweet.
Don't do it. Stop.
Oh my god, what's another? I think that's the only excuse. Yeah, I threw some clothes in the dryer.
No, but those are real excuses because, like, the only time I've ever used that excuse was I actually had no clean clothes. Well, no, I think the thing was I had my clothes in the washer and then I fell asleep that night and I woke up and I never put them in the dryer. So I was like, fuck, I gotta dry them before I go to work. I gotta do laundry today too before I get on my airplane tonight. Fuck. But dude, like, there's nothing more. And it's not you at all. It's not your fault. It's just like nothing makes me more angry than just lying in bed and hearing that knock at my door to go to work.
I know. I hate that fucking knock. It's like when you knock on my door. You've been doing it more recently too, because I'm the one that's now staying in bed a little.
It's pretty much.
It's switched.
Recently it switched over to just me doing it because I wake up. I set my alarm and wake up and shower and shit.
Because like for 2 months straight, it was just me, just
every morning like time to go, and you're already ready, and I'm like fuck, I gotta shower and everything.
Yeah, and now it's just. I don't know. There's just something about that.
No, like, and it's not the person that you get mad at. It's just the general like. But I don't want to hear that right now.
I just want to sleep.
Like I've always hated that. Getting in high school and hearing my dad knock on my bedroom door to wake up, or hearing my dad downstairs like, Matt, get up. It's like, no.
My mom just used to come in my room. She used to just open up the door.
Your thighs and.
Yep. Good morning. Good morning, little sunshine.
My mom used to sing me songs to wake me up when I was a kid.
My mom, when I was like even in high school, I'd be sleeping. I don't know. I think high school age is a little too old to be doing this, but maybe I was that stubborn to get up. But she always made me breakfast because she's a wonderful mom. I don't know why she did that. She spoiled me like crazy.
She always made me breakfast in bed.
Woo!
Yep.
But she would go and open up the blinds and then take off like
her shirt. Ryan, wakey, eggs and bakey. She'd open your blinds and take off what?
Just like take off the thick covers I had.
That's the worst when someone takes the covers off of you. It's like, I'll get up, just don't take the covers off of me.
It's like, I'll get up, just don't be an asshole.
That's just gonna make me wake up and be pissed off.
I know. I hated waking up for school.
Dude, waking up sucks. Just waking up in general sucks. And the thing is, like, what's weird about me is there's no time for me that doesn't feel too early. If I wake up at 2 in the afternoon, it still feels like I'm waking up too early, and I'm like, I'm not ready to get up.
Then this might change your mind about kids. Now imagine in the future, you have to get up early for work, but you have to get up even earlier.
Yeah,
because you have to get someone else ready that's stupid and moronic and can't take care of themselves.
Can't even put their fucking pants on. Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, I think I've said this before. A deer comes out of a vagina and they're walking within a day. A baby comes out. It takes them like a year to walk or 2.
No, it takes them like until they're like 10 years old to get ready for school by themselves.
Yeah.
I didn't get, my mom dressed me until I was like 10.
Wait, what?
I don't know, maybe
your mom dressed you when you were 10?
I might have been younger.
I mean, my mom picked out my clothes, but like did she like take
my
off
mom picked out my clothes, but
she
I'm trying to remember, like, how old was I when she stopped dressing me? I don't know. My mom will listen to this and text me the correct answer, I'm sure, and I'll say it in the next podcast, but I think I was
My mom always gives me reviews for the podcast.
Really?
Do you want to hear the review for the most recent one?
Let's hear it. Of today's podcast? My mom will just give me like a little like one sentence like, I liked the podcast when you said this. I didn't like those jokes Ryan made about me, but you know.
Really? Okay, this is my mom. Okay. Podcast was funny, except for the gross part about Matt's cousin pooping, poop emoji, in the backyard.
Reviews by Cecile.
And then 3 blush faces.
Oh, I made her blush.
Yeah, see? Look at that.
Damn.
There's a poop emoji and 3 blush faces.
Oh, and there's 3 hearts afterwards.
Well, you don't have to share that.
And then above, she's telling you how much you have in your checking account, Ryan.
I don't have much.
It's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money.
I'm probably in the same boat though.
I doubt it.
I just bought 2 plane tickets. I bought one to go visit South Carolina and then one for Christmas. And I'm about to buy a third one to go see my family in Seattle for Thanksgiving. So
my checking account makes me want to cry.
Dude, my checking account also makes me want to cry. People get the idea that just because we do YouTube that we're rich,
and just because we do YouTube gaming stuff,
and just because
we don't have a big audience,
a lot of views.
Really.
No,
we have a good audience.
We have a great audience,
large audience. But in terms of YouTube, we have a very small audience.
Let me say this:
very niche audience right now.
We have never touched a single penny of YouTube earnings.
Yep,
it's still sitting in just a bank account because we need to figure out how to like tax it and separate it. But even then, it's not that much.
No.
I mean, like, well, yeah. I mean, it's not.
I mean, you and I took out of our personal accounts to like buy whatever.
When we first started, yeah, all that shit was. It took us a while to break even. I think.
Yeah.
It took us a long time, months and months, just to break even for the money we spent to start the channel. Because I don't know, starting a channel and starting it right, I think takes you got to buy shit sometimes. Yeah. And we got to hire. We have our wonderful animator Kia.
Who's wonderful. Love her.
She is great.
So thank you, Kia. You're fucking great.
And thank you to everyone who watches us. And like, you know, we make fun of you guys all the time, but you guys genuinely at the end of the day are awesome. And yeah.
Holy shit! What's that?
What's what?
Hold on.
Is there something alive?
Oh, something's in this box over here.
Oh. Ryan, it's a segue. Yeah.
Holy shit!
I thought there was a cockroach or something. I got scared.
No.
I know what path we can take because I thought about it just now.
I had a path.
All right, Ryan, we'll drive down your path.
Okay.
We'll drive down your path,
okay.
And then once we're done, we'll track back and drive down mine.
Okay, let's go down my path. The presidential debate, the final fucking presidential debate.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into specifics, of course, on what we... Oh, yeah, we are. I mean, come on. Bad hombres.
You're a puppet, Ryan.
You're a puppet.
Ryan, you are a nasty woman. That was such a fucking train wreck. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be much worse.
Yeah.
But it was,
I was hoping it would be much worse.
Me too. I was like shaking ahead of time because I was so excited to see like what would happen. And I mean, no, it was still great. Don't get me wrong. It was still a great spectacle to watch. But
the debates were like a good trilogy. You started off fun. And then the middle one is like where the big climactic shit happened.
It was definitely the most climactic one.
And then the third one is kind of like resolution in a way. Of course, there's no resolution when it comes to this presidential election.
Yeah, there's not going to be. But like, I don't know. Like, regardless of his political views, I think Chris Wallace did a good job moderating.
I think he was the best moderator
so far, for sure.
The debate.
He seemed the most balanced.
Yeah. I mean, of course, his bias, his bias showed every now and then. Yeah. But it wasn't, like, obvious. It wasn't all too obvious.
Yeah, I think he did a good job moderating it. He laughed a few times. Because every now and then Trump would, like, interrupt him or just, like, say some off. And he'd start laughing and be like, thank you, sir.
Because I mean, Trump's making it look like the guy's, like, doing, like, you're helping me out. And the guy's like, nah. Okay, then. And then he goes in on the kind of, like, offensive with Trump. Then Trump's like, whoa.
It's rigged! It's rigged!
So no!
Yeah, but it was a fun debate, and I am excited. I mean, by the time this podcast drops, all this shit is not relevant anymore, but by the time this podcast drops, maybe something new has come out in terms of American politics, because I'm sure because there's less than 3 weeks from when we're recording this until the election, and I guarantee that probably some big stuff is going to come out, and maybe it's already come out by the time this podcast drops. Yeah. And if it has, well, I didn't know because I'm not a time traveler.
There's one thing that I wanted to share. It's this Facebook interaction that I saw of someone quoting the debate and then like giving a Donald Trump answer, and it sounds 100% accurate.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it starts off, this person just quotes Trump, and it's, Hillary Clinton wants to rip perfectly healthy babies right out of the womb. 1 day from birth. Everybody's babies. And so, like, that's the quote that Donald Trump is quoted on saying, type of thing, because he said, he pretty much was like, oh, you're allowed to rip the baby out a day or two.
The day before birth?
Yeah.
And she's like, that's not how it works, Donald.
And then this person got Donald's shit down to a T. Someone responded and said, and let me tell you, folks, these are tremendous babies. You've never seen babies like this. And she wants to rip them right out. It's a disaster. I would leave these babies in. I'd let them stay as long as they want. It'll be tremendous, folks. Let them stay 10, 11, 12 months. It'll be a win. It's like, if he said that, my night would have been made.
Oh, I would have died.
That would have been the best fucking debate.
The thing about Trump's rhetoric is he just says a bunch of just incomplete sentences that just add on. He's like, and they're great. And let me tell you. And they're great. It's wonderful. They're tremendous.
Yeah.
And no one respects women more than me. And I respect women.
Trump speaks more generally. Clinton usually uses...
Sounds more scripted.
Yeah, it definitely sounds more scripted.
I mean, she definitely rehearses ahead of time.
And of course, they're both lying about certain things. They're both telling the truth about certain things. So, like, it's hard to even kind of understand where the fuck each of them lie sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if people.
I mean,
will ever
lie,
figure
not
that
like
out.
lie. I don't know. What lie am I talking about? It's hard to see where they lie. I'm not talking about truth lie. I'm talking
In their
about
bed at the end of the day.
Yeah. Woo! But yeah, the debate.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we want to get back on the segue and go down the path that.
Well, I thought you saw a cockroach, so it scared me. So I was gonna say, Ryan, do you have any are you scared of cockroaches like I am? I am absolutely petrified when I see a cockroach. I hate them. I'm terrified of them. And even as like a 20-year-old man, I cannot. I become like a little 4-year-old girl when I see a cockroach.
I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of what they represent. Because that means if I see like one in the building, I'm like, oh, this is a dirty building now.
Yeah, but dude, we grew up in South Carolina, and they have palmetto bugs, which are, for those who don't know, huge fucking cockroaches. Huge. These roaches they've got, they're huge. They're tremendous. They're seriously massive.
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster. And I'll tell you what, no one hates cockroaches more than me. No one, all right? And these cockroaches are hated. Yeah, but it's
by
like,
everybody. But nobody likes these roaches.
They're so big, and I remember one time I was laying on the couch I think I was watching South Park, and one of these massive things just like climbed across my chest. And I was terrified. I was like frozen in fear, and I flicked it off my chest across the room, and I grabbed a dictionary, and I destroyed it.
You grabbed a dictionary to find the words to express the amount of fear that instilled.
Oh, I don't have the words.
Gotta flip through this fucking dictionary. Where is it?
Do you remember in elementary school, like, it'd be like maybe reading time, like silent reading time, and you go grab a dictionary and you'd like look up dirty words to see the definitions? Do you remember that?
Yeah, you're gonna laugh when I tell you what I used to do.
Oh yeah,
I did this for about a week. I had a week period in elementary school.
You didn't jerk off to the dictionary?
No. I used to take the dictionary and I used to just open it to a random page and just copy the dictionary for fun.
What?
Yeah.
Like just write it down?
Like I'd look up the definition for shark because I was interested in sharks, and I'd write the definition down.
Ryan, you were like, that's not bad. You were an intelligent, autistic little boy.
I'm not intelligent though.
But you're not denying the autism.
I don't know. I've never been tested. They never put me in a testing chamber.
A testing tube? All right, we're going to pour these fluids on him and it'll tell us if he's autistic.
If they turn red, he's autistic. If they turn blue, he's fine.
He's normal and good.
It turns fucking purple. What does this mean? He's a hybrid.
It means he's a bisexual autist.
Jesus Christ, what do we do?
We've never seen one like this.
And all of a sudden they turn around, the glass is broken. What the fuck?
Oh no!
Where'd he go? They also just...
We're calling for a complete lockdown and evacuation of the city.
Well,
anyway, we probably just offended quite a few people with that one, but that one's justified. I can see why people would get offended by that one, and if you're offended, that's all right. I understand.
We understand.
I'm not calling you out for being offended by that one. Just made fun of autism.
No, we didn't. We made fun of autism. We made fun of people's perception of autism.
Yeah, but my dad, I think my dad's going to come visit in April, Ryan.
Yeah.
And you know he's going to kick your ass when he sees you. He couldn't kick your ass the first time he saw you.
No.
But
what?
I'm telling you something, Ryan. When my dad
I'm telling you what.
I'll tell you what. When my dad sees you, it's gonna be huge.
Love at first sight.
It's tremendous. You know, like no one will kick Ryan's ass like Dale.
It's gonna be a disaster for Ryan.
It's gonna be disastrous. Like
it is the worst fight you will ever see.
I'll record you guys fighting and make it like a pay-per-view event, and maybe we'll do a fight between you and my dad and make it like a paid live stream. So it's like a VIP event. You got to buy tickets ahead of time to come see it.
You sound like some corporate boss at Disney.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Dale, and we're gonna take the Ryan.
Yep.
And we're gonna make them fight.
And the thing is, we're gonna make people pay for it.
No, we're gonna be rich. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at the TV screen right now.
Just a monkey face.
It's a chimpanzee.
Little monkey.
Chris changed the background, the desktop of the computer in the recording room to just like a chimp, making like a little face.
A cute little chimp. Though.
It was cute. I love chimps. I'd love to play with a little. I don't know. They look very dirty to me though.
What?
Like it's just their skin is wrinkly and their hair is frizzy and frail. I don't know. It bothers me, but they're cute. I'd love to kiss one. Oh, Ryan, you haven't been on Steam in 15 days. That's also pulled up. It's gotten to the point in the podcast where like we don't have nothing to talk about, so I'm looking at the TV screen, commenting on the desktop.
You haven't been on Steam in 15 days.
It says it. You have not been on Steam in 15 days.
I haven't.
And then Chili was on 3 hours ago.
God.
He called me gay. I don't like that, man.
What is there to talk about, dude?
I don't know. But we can't end the podcast this early. Let's talk about one more thing, Ryan.
Okay.
It's almost Halloween. Let's talk about trick-or-treating. You like trick-or-treating, don't you, as a kid?
I did, yeah.
How old were you when you stopped?
I was too old when I stopped.
I was too. I think I was approaching 6 feet tall when I stopped.
Are you fucking serious?
So it's like, I remember the year I stopped, there were people that would like refuse to give me candy. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah, that happened one time. I was like, and looking back at it, then I knew I was old. But like looking at myself then, I'm like, I'm still a kid.
Same.
Give me candy.
And I'm sure there's plenty of people listening to this that are like gonna go trick or treating this year.
I think it was when I was like a freshman.
Yeah, I think I was a freshman in high school.
And then I stopped afterwards.
Fuck, I might have even been a sophomore.
Oh no!
I don't know, man. I love trick or treating too much. I wish I could still do it. Why is it socially unacceptable? Why is Halloween for kids? Why can't I go trick or treating? I fucking love candy and I love dressing up and it's fun like walking around the neighborhood on Halloween.
Yeah,
Everyone
but you know, there's
candy.
always those assholes that just go in like the clothes they get off of school and they just go knock on a door and like candy.
Yeah, but in my neighborhood, there were this group of kids that weren't even from my neighborhood. They lived like down the street, and they were the ones that would go and empty the entire bowl into their bag.
Oh, yeah.
They came to our door. They emptied the bowl and then took the bowl and like broke it, or they didn't break it. They took the bowl because my mom had this like bowl of like, it was like a novelty bowl with like a dude's head sticking out, and when you put your hand near it, he would like move his eyes and like scream and stuff. So they took it and they like, I think they took the batteries out and like threw it in the middle of our cul-de-sac or something.
You know what I'm
just
surprised
just
hasn't
assholes.
been done?
What?
Someone takes a Halloween bowl, takes a big nice shit in it, and then puts candy on top of it. So when kids go digging for candy,
no, that's a security measure to keep the kids that grab like a whole handful.
I
Because like,
know.
if you're a good kid, you'll see the Halloween candy. You'll take 1 or 2 pieces like you should.
Yeah.
You should never take a whole handful of Halloween candy because that's rude and you need to save it for everyone else. Now, see?
What crime can you be fucking, like...
Charged with if you get caught for that?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's...
Could you be like a... Could you be on a sex offenders, like, list?
For poop?
If you got, like, a good lawyer... If they got, like, a good lawyer to go after you.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, I mean, that's feces on a... That's your feces on a... Okay, I don't want to get into this anymore.
No, Ryan, say what you were going to say.
No, it's fine.
You were going to say that's your feces on a child's hand.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's be honest. You give a kid a piece of shit when they're like 2 years old, they're going to play
kids that don't go trick-or-treating at 2 years old. We're talking about like 10 years old.
Whatever.
Yeah. If you give a 10-year-old kid some of your shit, you're
You
gonna
give a mouse a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're gonna end up in jail. What is that crime though? I'm sure there's some law students listening or something. Like if you can tell us, or some of you I'm sure have lawyer. I don't know how to say it. If you guys have dad lawyers, go fucking ask your dad what that crime is. Like if I shit in a Halloween candy bowl and then put like a layer of candy on top, and then like a kid reaches in, grabs a handful of doo-doo, what would I be charged
But it's on
with?
your property. What if you're like, that's my toilet on my property? That's where I store my poop.
They reach. I put a sticky note that said toilet, and they still reached in. Could you win with that? Because like if I stick a sticky note on a bowl of candy and it says like caution doo-doo or something, they're gonna ignore it and reach in anyway. Could I get off like legally?
I warned them there was poop in the bowl, officer.
It was on my property, and I said warning, there's doo-doo in this bowl, and they still reached in on my property.
Okay.
And they grabbed it willingly. How am I in trouble for that? Officer be like,
no, I understand. I completely understand. Now, given the full, run of events, kids, would you like to say something to this man?
Apologize. You took his feces. Now return his feces, and I'm gonna have to take you into the station.
Put it back in the bowl. Then afterwards, the cop just reaches in the bowl, takes like a fucking Tootsie Roll, and just have a good night, sir.
Another day of duty.
So stupid. That's so stupid. Oh,
that's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are our podcasts? Usually when I see podcasts, they're like hour to 2 hours long. Ours are anywhere between 30 minutes to 45.
I would like to in 2017 extend the length to like an hour. Oh, I would like to do over an hour because people have been requesting that. And I don't see why not. I mean, the thing is, like, we record them, and usually they're about, like, 50 minutes, but we usually cut a lot out so they get cut short, whether we said something, we're like, we cannot keep that in, or there's awkward silence, or a conversation just fell flat and awkward, so we cut it out. But, yeah, we're going to probably be making these longer in 2017. And also, on top of that, we do have 2 scheduled guests on the podcast coming up. I still won't name them because... I want to get a little hype going, but I will say this. Someone who you guys have been requesting back on the podcast will be returning to the podcast within the coming weeks, so you can get all excited about that. Yay! Yay, aesthetic.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I don't know who that could be. But you guys want him back, so he's coming back. But we're bringing a guest this time. We're going to have another guest. What
is this, Matt? We got a guest coming up? Yeah, aesthetic. So yeah, there's this guest. You're drawing it out. No, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying you're drawing this out as long as you can. It's almost like you're looking at the timer.
I'm Donald Trumping it right now, dude.
How much time is being recorded on this podcast? And you're like, come on, I gotta buy us some time. We're gonna extend this podcast a little longer.
Listen, guys, we're gonna have a guest, and no one likes having guests on more than me. And this guest, he's huge. He's a tremendous guest. All right, and the guest, he's gonna be on the podcast. Mark my words, he will be on the podcast, okay?
It's going to be the best podcast you've ever listened to.
And the podcast, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to bring this guest back. We're going to bring him back, and it's going to be
wonderful.
It's going to be wonderful.
It's going to be wonderful.
You've never heard a podcast like this one before, and no one loves podcasts more than me. No one respects podcasts more than me. And Ryan, let's fucking end it here.
Bye. Side of the face isn't like the other side of the face.
You can also have like a crooked jaw or something.
Yeah,
you're just like Sonic the Hedgehog.
But if I objectively look at my face, my jaw doesn't seem crooked. It's just like
you sound fine. You look fine and you sound fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
These people in the comment section to go, Matt, he's handsome. You're handsome, Matt.
No,
you sound pretty.
I don't need a validation.
It's like that girl. It's like that girl on Facebook.
No, you don't. You're great, Matt. You have a good smile, good voice. Really shitty opinions on Twitter, but I can look past it.
Matt, why do people on Twitter dislike you?
Because
he's mean and bullies them.
I bully everyone on Twitter. I'm mean. I'm hashtag Brat Watson.
He juts his opinions out there where they're not welcomed.
No, every time I tweet at someone, I get like 30 people with like Let's Player profile pictures just like jumping on, being like, Matt, you're gay. Just like, so I was like, I made a joke like, if you have a Let's Player as your profile picture, change it.
And God, that it set off. Was it a joke? Because all you typed was, if you have a Let's Player profile.
I'm sarcastic.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. It's a social experiment, guys.
Label everything as a joke. But yeah, I was also, you know,
I wouldn't say it's really a complaint either, because you didn't complain about it. All you said was,
you know, I voiced a few opinions. I said, hey, I just
you don't like Five Nights at Freddy's either.
Most of our fans are crying out of just suppressing their frustration and not being able to like interject into what we're saying.
No, okay, here's the thing. I don't have a problem if you have a Let's Player or a YouTuber's your profile picture on Twitter, but it just so happens that almost everyone that does spams me every time I tweet something, and it makes me look bad. Essentially, that's
fucking making me look bad.
I'm just gonna say it. That's and it's embarrassing.
You're not Matt Watson. I'm Matt Watson.
God, but that's it. And then basically, like, I voice my opinion on that matter, and everyone's like, "You're a bully. You're a brat." And it's like, okay, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Hey, Chris.
Hello.
How'd you like the Medea movie?
Oh God.
Oh yeah. So we all went to see the new Medea movie.
Not Ding Dong.
I didn't.
Well, fuck. Who cares?
You want to go see it again tonight?
I want to go see another movie. I don't want to go see Medea.
There's nothing in theaters.
There's Doctor Strange.
I don't want to see that.
Can we all agree to disagree that the new Medea movie was worse than Ghostbusters?
It was much worse than Ghostbusters.
I disagree because I didn't see it.
It was so fucking boring.
FouseyTube was a main character.
Here, Ryan, tell us about the condensation on the mirrors.
Oh yeah, okay. So there was like condensation, you know, on the mirror, as Chris, you know, so keenly described. And it was spelling out, what was it? It was like, get your fat ass out of here to
or
like
die.
The fat black lady. Yeah, get your fat
He was trying to
ass.
scare her out of like a ghost was
and so she goes, oh, Lordy, and then books it out of the bathroom.
Oh, Lord.
Direct quote from the movie.
Or something like that. It's whatever. And so basically later they go into this church and it's the priest's daughter and she's like, yeah, the college boys, it was just all a prank. They hacked into the TV in the bathrooms.
They hacked into the plumbing.
They hacked into the plumbing. So basically it was just hacking. They hacked into the mirror condensation.
Wow, Ryan, you act like you've never done that.
No, what?
You act like you've never hacked into a mirror or some plumbing.
No.
You're not even good at it.
Okay, I was genuinely surprised.
Terrified?
When we walked into the theater and it was only white people.
You were terrified of all.
No, I did not say terrified. I said surprised. It was Halloween and we went to go see the Medea movie. And I walked into the theater and it was only white people.
We're in California. We're not in South Carolina. It's not a 50-50 ratio of black and white anymore.
That's true. Yeah.
There's a bigger melting pot here.
I'm just surprised. It was just like.
Did it scare you?
No. Why would it? No.
If you didn't laugh at the Medea movie while there was like 60 buff black dudes laughing their asses off, would you be worried?
I'd probably laugh. I'd laugh too.
Well, have you heard guns cocking every time a joke was told?
Why do you, that's racist.
Well,
no, this was about the theater with all the white people in it. He wasn't talking about right, Ding Dong?
Okay, there were probably
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know about Ryan, but Chris and we laughed at probably 4 parts in the movie, and it was all because of one character played by Tyler.
Did you look over at me? Did I laugh?
No.
I did, like, sarcastically. Like, when it was a joke that, like, missed.
Should I be happy I wasn't there? Because when we saw Sausage Party, I was...
This wasn't...
Get up.
It was not bearable. Like,
I would watch
even as a fun... Even, like, Ghostbusters, it was funny because it was dumb. It was dumb entertainment. It was, like, dumb to make fun of.
I walked out of, though, for 10 minutes. So would I have actually been able to sit through?
No,
I think we were all kind of like, I'd walk out if the other two walked out. But the other two never walked out.
I fucking said it at one point. I was like, should we stay? And you guys were just like, yeah.
Then he looked at me, and then I was like, I don't want to be the one to cause us to go out of here.
Same. I was like, we could stay.
So we all just fucking tortured each other with indecision.
Halfway through, Chris leaned over and was like, why did we do this to ourselves?
No, he looked over. He's like, God, this sucks. We still have 45 minutes left. Ugh. The movie's almost 2 hours.
I know, because
it's almost 2 hours of nothing but unfunny improv.
Every scene goes on for like way too long.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like a scene should last like 2 minutes, but Medea and her stupid fucking friend don't shut up about fucking people and stealing from children.
She pees a little in her pants, Chris.
That's pretty funny. The funniest part of the movie was when the fucking old black dude is like, I'll fucking beat the shit out of you. He's talking to like a 16-year-old girl. It's like that is cool. Okay.
I laughed at. I only laughed at his character because I thought that he had a few funny one-liners, but everything else was awful. And Raven Simone was incredibly cringy every time she spoke.
Who's Raven Simone?
She was the
Was
one
that Raven Simone?
That was Raven Simone.
It's gotta be, right?
It was Raven Simone.
Okay.
She's the one that was like, that one.
That one.
The little lady?
Yeah.
You're right.
Medea seems like a more sympathetic character, though, than anyone in Ghostbusters, because I know if she got a lot of wontons, she would eat them. She wouldn't complain.
She wouldn't be complaining.
How many times did Medea punch someone in the movie?
She punched the clown in the... Spoiler alert, she punched the clown in the beginning.
There's a clown?
Yeah, it pops up out of a box.
She got raped by white people a lot in that movie.
She got what?
What, Chris?
People kept like squeezing her tits over. And
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually,
But she asked him to. She unbuttoned her dress and was like, "Touch him."
That's molestation. That's not rape.
She got molested, and then everyone was like, "Oh, wait, it's real!" And she was like, "Do it again!" And she got her tits out, and everyone was like, and it was really unfunny. Remember that one part where the guy's in the bedroom and he's like, "Wait a minute, you're 16?
No, 17.
Oh yeah, that was it. And she was like, "Yeah," and he's like,
Yeah, he was like, "No, this is wrong."
Yeah, they were at a frat party.
No.
And this guy's in a bedroom, and he found out that a girl is only 17. He's like, "Wait, you're 17?
That's illegal."
And then he screamed and then ran out
"No,
of the
but
room.
it was like, don't let my parents hear me." Kind of scream that you record in your room. He's like, "Ah," and he like ran out of the room really awkwardly.
Wait, can we talk about Fousey Tube?
Why?
No, because like when I saw him in the trailer, I thought that he just had a cameo. And then when we were on the way to the movie, I asked like, "What'd you guys think?" And you guys were like, "Oh, he'll probably only have like 1 minute of lines." He was the first person to appear in the movie, the first person to have dialogue.
He's in the first and last scene of the movie.
He was a main character in the movie.
Yeah, he was.
And his acting was appalling.
No, it was cool.
Whose acting wasn't appalling in the movie? Besides
Tyler Perry.
Who played her friend? Who played the big friends?
She was the one real old black woman. Everyone else was either a man playing a black woman or a young woman playing a black woman.
A young woman.
What?
How about that?
That's literally what the casting is.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the cat. What are you?
Sorry, I was very quick.
You're really up in arms, aren't you?
Guys, I'm on edge tonight.
He's just wanting to get in a fight tonight.
What if
saw
during
my
the
tweets?
Medea movie she's on Facebook and she's using a YouTuber avatar? How would you feel about that? Would you be upset?
She's tweeting at me saying "Daddy fist me" whenever I respond to somebody.
Oh Lord.
Okay, if you went to the movie theater and Smiley was showing and Medea was showing, which one would you go to? You have to see one. You can't
Fucking
walk
Smiley. Medea was horrible.
out. Okay.
But I know
haven't seen
Smiley's
Smiley.
horrible.
I said this. Didn't Medea feel like a holiday special on Nick at Night that just was supposed to be 20 minutes and then they like, here's the extended hour and a half long cut.
It's the same problem that happened with like. Did you ever see the Akatine Hunger Force movie?
No.
It just felt like an episode, and it drags and drags and drags. And same with that like Stewie Griffin movie.
There was a Stewie Griffin
It just
movie?
feels like
There
a
was.
yeah. It just feels like an
straight to
episode
DVD
that
and then
just
they aired it.
drags and drags and drags because it's not structured like a movie. It's just like a really long episode.
Okay, like, and I'll be honest, okay? Unpopular opinion here,
God.
once again tonight.
I know what you're
Dude, are
about
you
to
the
say.
unpopular puffin?
Wait, what do you think I'm going to say?
You're about to say, I liked the other Medea movies. The other Medea movies aren't that bad. They're actually quite funny. You go, "Hoop."
You're not going to say that, are you?
Well, I was going to say something along the lines of, never mind.
Yeah, you were gonna fucking
God.
say it. He was gonna
Oh my
fucking say
God.
it.
Say it.
Say it. What were you gonna say,
Say
Matt?
There have been... All right.
Say it!
It has been years, but there have been Medea movies in the past that I have enjoyed when I watched them. Maybe looking at them through who I am as a person today, I might not like them anymore, but I watched them with my mom, and I...
With your mom?
I used to watch... Yeah, I
Your
used to...
mom's just a racist. She laughed at the fucking black people.
That's what my dad says.
Like subhumans.
That's not why she laughs.
Look how goofy and funny they are.
But I feel like that's part of the appeal to Medea. Like a lot of the white people in the theater are laughing at these goofy black people.
Well, yeah, that's why. Well, I mean, a lot of like when I went to church, a lot of like the congregation, like just the white women, the older white women, they loved Medea movies. Like even in our fucking.
I think the most popular demographic is like middle-aged to older white women.
They're not like us at all.
It's so loud.
It's like when I go to a restaurant.
They're just like how I thought they'd be like.
Oh,
Let's spit on them.
Your mom hates them.
No, my mom really likes the Medea movies.
What about them? What has she said to you that she likes about them?
I think that
You think that him and his mom had like really big conversations? What did you like about this one?
If they've seen a ton of these movies, I'm sure she said offhand why she appreciates them.
Okay.
I think
What did she
I couldn't
like?
tell you. She likes the characters and the humor.
What?
You know, okay, after
The caricatures, I'm sure.
my mom is gonna call me after this podcast. It's just gonna say, "You made me out to be a racist."
Fuck you, yo bitch.
Mom. I love you, Mom.
You dirty old slut.
Oh, jeez,
God.
Chris, I'm gonna put my mom on the phone with you tomorrow.
Super glue that thing shut, bitch.
There was a point when my mom was cradling me in her arms as a child, and
you
it
were
was
sucking on her nipple.
Spitting on your face.
and now it's come to this.
She was doing that thing where like she'd spit a little and suck it back up, just to see how close she could get to spitting on her own child.
She was wearing too much makeup, so when I touched Matt's face, a little bit of makeup came off.
We're making my mom out to be a monster, a racist, horrible whore.
Do you think she conceived you?
Do I think she conceived
Do
me?
you think she had you just to have a friend to go see Medea with because nobody else would?
My dad doesn't like Medea movies.
Well, there you go.
How old were you when she stopped cradling you and spitting lipstick onto your face?
12.
Then your dad started doing it.
He started wearing lipstick. He was like in a fucking Silence of the Lambs. I'd fuck me so hard.
Does he say that in Silence of the Lambs?
son. Got a little present for you.
God, my parents hate me, dude. Every fucking video turns into like just shitting on my parents.
Okay, let's turn it around.
It's because
I
you
almost
say
threw
something
up.
defensive about it, and you get. This is why you get into fights on Twitter too. You shouldn't
not
be
getting into
blocking
fights
people.
on-
You should mute them.
I blocked one person and I unblocked him, and everyone was like,
Look
"Wow,
how
just
odd edge you are.
He's all once you
Listen,
mentioned Twitter.
I only blocked one. Only one.
it's been a rough night, guys. I've had a rough day. All right, it's been stressful. I've been fighting with kids on Twitter.
God, what a stressful day.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
There's people in Syria like fighting for their lives, and I'm over here like, I'm on edge. I got in a fight with kids on Twitter with Jacksepticeye profile pictures.
Yeah, there's a guy getting beheaded right now.
As we record this,
there is, and ISIS is filming it in beautiful HD.
they have some good. I'm gonna get on a list for that, but they have good production.
They should have a Patreon.
Chris, are you gonna come to us afterwards and say cut that out?
No.
I had to cut out
It's
a
a
good bit of
joke.
this podcast.
My name is Ryan. Sorry.
Just a bully, Chris.
I'm
No, I
sorry.
mean that was pretty accurate.
Hey,
though.
Ryan, okay, I'll do a laugh and you do the laugh, okay?
What do you mean?
I'll do your laugh and then you do your laugh, and we'll see who can pick it out.
Okay. I can't stop it. God damn it. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
That's pretty funny.
Hurt my
Oh.
feelings. Oh, my ego.
Wow.
You're right. This isn't fair. Let's go back to talking about Twitter. So anyway, who have you been arguing with now? How old? 8? 9?
12.
Okay, hypothetical. You tweeted out that you hate syncing up audio, and someone says, well, isn't that your job? Why do you get on here and whine every day? What's your response?
Well, I wouldn't respond to that normally, but if I had to,
It says, block me. Block me, you fuck.
you
block
trash.
me.
You
fucking block him?
trash. No, because
Fucking do it.
if I blocked them, it would give them the what they wanted, right?
He changes his avatar to a picture
But you
of
updating your status 10,000 times after the fucking
Ryan, you
event.
were defending me.
I am defending you, but I'm not saying that what you're doing is like helping you or not helping
Oh
you.
my
I think
God.
when you post more about
It
it,
was you.
it's going in the
It
opposite
was
direction.
You were the one on Twitter messing with him. You're trying to get him to stop.
I just think that like you just say your piece and just quit, or delete your tweets like I do.
I don't want to delete my
Fine.
tweets afterwards because then the people just think that you're weak.
Matt, I send you
You
a funny
we are
picture.
weak.
I send you a funny picture like every week. You should respond with those pictures.
Yeah.
You're right, Chris.
Just retweet a bunch of pictures of gorillas and never tweet anything else ever again.
Matt, what was the picture I sent you this week, Matt? What was it?
let me check. I don't remember.
We got to talk about this picture.
Don't
whatever
check.
it was.
Don't check. You're gonna see the little kids.
What?
He's gonna see the little kids tweeting
I
at
don't
him.
send him
Oh,
little
okay.
kids.
I thought you were.
No,
I thought you were talking like Chris was sending him little kids.
Hold on,
Chris,
Chris.
No,
All right, Chris.
I'm out of here.
what's up, Chris?
All right, you sent me.
Hey, why don't you sit down, Chris? Here, Chris, why don't you take a seat?
It's a picture of a dog with milk being poured in its mouth. This is Mickey Mouse with. I don't
Such
know.
an alfalfa haircut.
I don't know what that is.
It's his ear being rendered from the side.
It's so much more funny now. It's a Facebook chat screenshot of a guy saying, "You want a picture of my chest hair?" Someone saying, "I don't even know you," and then a fat guy with his shirt off, and then
That's a good one.
it's Patrick Star with Homer Simpson's face.
I like the caption
And it
above
says,
though.
"Teacher, why you smiling? Me, nothing. Me, in my mind." And then it's Patrick Star with Homer Simpson's face.
I love that picture. That's it.
It's not
Why
funny.
aren't you tweeting those out?
I can.
Okay.
Matt tweeted out.
I'll change my Twitter ways, all right?
I just saw-
I'll stop baiting people. I'll stop getting in fights on Twitter with people, all right? I'll stop egging people on to respond and everything. I'm done, all right?
Okay.
Consider this my reformation, okay?
Matt.
What?
What?
Matt.
Ugh.
Chris,
That was Matt.
you're making tooth sounds with your mouth. That's not me.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Whatever.
out of here.
Ryan's sick. I'm sitting next to him.
I'm not sick.
Oh, fuck, it's spat all over my face.
You don't want any ding dong?
No.
It's tangerine though. It
Oh,
smells.
it's burning my hangnails.
Get on the microphone.
I got it on my fucking jeans. Here, Ryan.
See, that's why I don't want it. It's leaking everywhere.
It is.
Oh, that smells
Smell it.
really
It
nice.
smells
I
amazing.
don't want to smell it.
It smells great.
You're making me squeeze out the last. Ah, fuck! God! I closed the cap and like it just sprayed into my fucking eye.
It's pure alcohol. Dude,
Got it in my mouth.
are you feeling drunk?
Ugh. Ow.
That hand sanitizer's not worth the effort, mister.
Well, there's a bottle of just rubbing alcohol over there. If you'd
Oh
rather
my
have that
god.
ding dong.
It
You could
was
just rub that on
regular
your.
No,
old
it's fine.
alcohol.
You all right?
Yeah. I'm not hydrated, so like I'm dry heaving every now
drinking
and
it?
then.
Why are you? You're sick. You need
Make
hydration.
make your best vomit noise.
If I do, I'm gonna throw up.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Do it. Do
Yeah.
it.
I can't. I need a burp. Remember, I need a burp to really get the good one out.
Ryan, if I bring you a trash can, can you do your best vomit sound?
No. I don't have a big burp ready. I always need my big burps.
Ryan!
Chris, I got you this weekend with my fake
Fucking
vomit
pussy.
sound.
This is the only
You
fucking...
flinched away like a little
Do
bitch,
you
Chris.
hate vomit?
I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know. Jesus.
Ryan, listen, when is the next fucking time you will have the chance to vomit into a bag live on your fucking podcast?
It's true.
He's got you on that
It's
one.
true.
That is true.
Go
Okay,
get a
do
bag.
It. Do it.
Will you vomit on the podcast for us?
I'll try.
Okay, do it.
Do it.
You know I'm
Do it.
terrified of vomit, Ryan. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to move
Please
away.
do it.
Well, even more reason to do it.
Yeah, but then we have this trash bag filled with vomit in the.
It'll be worth
Put
it.
it in Vernon's chair.
No one sees it. They just hear it. For all they know, it could be
That's
fake.
not
I'd
gonna be
rather throw up on video than just it be audio.
We'll record it and put it on top of the podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
See, there's a good idea. What you do is you drive your camera phone into the bag of vomit.
Let's
Get a
do it.
GoPro attachment.
Yeah, do it.
We could use the new GoPro drone.
Is there?
Is that out yet? Yeah, there's a GoPro. It's like a foldable
Isn't there
drone.
one in there?
And not the drone. I don't think is
They
it.
have a drone with a camera in there.
I didn't know it had a camera on it.
It's
That's
a
a
little
camera
piece
on
of
the
shit.
bottom.
That's a shitty old
It
drone.
looks like when you'd get it like an airport kiosk.
Haha.
Yeah, that's
Probably
not a good
is.
drone. It was like $15.
Vomit!
Vomit!
Jesus.
Vomit! Vomit!
Come on, Ryan. What are you, a pussy?
What am I supposed to vomit into right now?
My mouth.
Make your shirt like a bag,
Yeah,
like you
do
gotta
that.
hold something.
I'm good.
No, you're not.
And then when you're done, you can
You're
rinse
only
your
good
mouth
when
out.
you're vomiting.
if you do it.
I can't say that I do it. I could try.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna get you a bag.
Yeah, get him
Oh,
a bag.
God.
Get him a bag.
Oh my god.
Okay, so welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is the Barf podcast.
This is the first barf segment on the podcast. Are you ready for this?
Won't
Ryan?
be the last either. Every episode from this point on.
We're gonna bring on special guests to do some vomiting.
We try to trick them to open their mouth, and then you hit the back of their throat.
grab a Coke or something.
If you actually are afraid of vomit, now would be a good time to turn off the podcast because
Don't warn them. Don't warn them.
All right, I won't.
Don't warn.
Ah, shit. Are we really doing
I
this?
don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't.
Try your hardest. Try with all,
I'm actually. It just hit me. Like the fear just hit me.
try with all your heart.
No.
Oh!
I'm terrified.
Oh,
of
God!
I need to like smell this like really.
No. No. I'm so fucking scared.
There's nothing in my stomach.
I'm so fucking scared.
I'm hawking up big fucking things. I can't get like a bunch of liquid up.
One more!
Yeah, one more.
One more for us.
It's like sliming out. You can.
God.
Slime it out.
Oh no, my heart is pounding.
3, 2, 1.
Oh God.
Hello, ladies. Please subscribe.
Yeah, guys, please subscribe to Super Mega and Oni Plays. And
You tell I'm trying. I'm shaking. My eyes are watering.
yeah, you're good, Ryan.
wait.
We're done.
No, do one more.
Don't make him do one more.
No, do a promo. Do.
I tried. I don't think there's enough liquid in my
Go
stomach.
Super Mega and go
So I get a good-
Super Mega.
Can you give us a little podcast promo?
He's done. Leave him alone.
You did good.
Can dispose of that.
You did good.
I tried. I
You did
really
good.
tried.
You could give her the old Cosby sweater. It's when you
Gotta-
get a bunch of colored fruit cereal and then vomit it all over your partner's
Did you
chest
just say
and sex.
colored?
Cosby.
Colored cereal, not as in.
What is wrong with you?
Not because Bill Cosby's colored, just because.
First you go to Medea to be racist, and now you're starting with this.
No, you're taking.
What has Bill Cosby ever done?
You're twisting my words. I don't know.
Hello, I'm
He did
Bill
Fat Albert?
Cosbo.
He did do Fat Albert, and he did Lil Bill.
See, people, why are you mad at him? He brought us so much.
He did
joy.
Little Bill?
He did.
Yeah, Lil Bill is.
Why do you think it's called Lil Bill?
I thought it was just a fucking black kid called Bill.
It's Lil Bill Cosby.
Of course he did Little Bill.
Of course he did
And
Little
then
Bill.
teenage Bill Cosby isn't Fat Albert.
Am I supposed to assume that every black kid called Bill is based on Bill Cosby?
Yes.
You should assume every Bill Cosby product has Bill Cosby.
Chris,
in it.
I didn't know it was his product. Why?
Chris named one black fictional cartoon character named Bill that's not created by Bill Cosby. I almost threw up again.
Please.
Bill Smith.
Bill Nye the Colored Guy.
Bill. Dude, there has to be one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're waiting.
If you give Bill from King of the Hill blackface.
Well, he's not black then, is he? He's masquerading.
It's so easy to get the paint bucket tool in Photoshop and make that happen.
Billy Bob
Who's Billy Bob?
Thornton.
See, you can't do it, Chris.
Shit.
He used to date Angelina Jolie
Really?
in her bad girl days.
Really? Billy
Yeah.
Bob Thornton?
Yeah, she also hates John Voight, who is her dad.
Are you excited for Bad Santa too?
No.
He looks hilarious.
The little fat kid grew up. Now he's a big fat kid.
Or they got the little midget dude.
I want to watch this.
Did you say midget?
I'm sorry.
What is
dwarf.
with you?
It's little people.
Man with dwarfism.
No.
It's little
You
people.
call
man.
them hobgoblins now.
God.
They call them foul gnomes.
Hello, Mr. Hobgoblin. Foul nose.
Come here, foul gnome. Spit my shoe shine, please.
That's their purpose to society. Oh man, that's good.
Sorry, I'm still recovering a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
take a breather, Ryan.
Sorry we did that, Ryan.
No, I was actually.
You made this the best one.
I thought this
today.
would be a big moment because he's afraid to throw up, and if I could throw up on a podcast in
And I
front of
love
him,
throw up, so it's a good pairing.
You did
Maybe
it close
someday.
enough. You got, you saw me. I was scared.
is that gonna beep?
Yeah, it's gonna beep in about a minute.
Oh no.
The
Good.
timer's gonna go off.
No, that's good. Let it.
You,
Why?
Because I don't want it to.
We can just be talking and go off.
It's gonna beep regardless because I'm about to do this.
Oh,
Whoops.
That's all it does.
There we go. Oh no. Whoops.
oh, come on.
Exit. There
There we go. Exposure therapy is the best way to overcome a fear. So that's why.
What if you fear death?
I don't have an answer for
Are
you
you telling
on that
people to
one.
go kill a lot of people?
No, I'm not at all. Maybe go visit a morgue or something.
Or go to r/watch people die?
You could do that too, but it's not for kids, Ryan.
Are you recommending?
Why?
Are you recommending to go?
Am I supposed to be giving out kid recommendations?
Yeah.
Go to bestscore.com.
That's the
Okay.
one that I don't know.
I'm an 11-year-old and I'm afraid of death. What do you recommend?
I don't know. A book about Dia de Muerto? I don't know.
About what?
What?
Oh, Dia de Muerte. I thought you were just mumbling. Dia de Muerte.
Kids don't read.
Is it Muerto or Muerta? Muerto, right? Muerto.
Morbo.
Muerta.
Dia de Muerte. I don't know. Dia de Muerte.
Muerto. Dead.
Okay. I'm a 4-year-old who's afraid of death. What do you recommend?
You can't comprehend the concept
Yes,
of
you
death.
can,
Yes,
Ryan.
you can.
I had a
understood
pet
it.
butterfly that died.
I remember in kindergarten when I showed up and we were looking at the goldfish in the tank, and one of the kids was really happy watching the goldfish. I told him that it's going to die eventually. I said it's like sleeping for a long time because you didn't understand the concept of death.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
can
just
understand it. You can understand it at that age.
Okay. So what's the question?
Did you kill his parents?
If I was a 4-year-old
Yeah.
and I was afraid of death,
Yeah.
what would you recommend to me?
A
Don't
doctor,
die.
a psychologist,
Why?
a therapist.
Why? He's 4 years old, Ryan.
I'm
Just
4
a boy.
years old.
You don't need to send a boy
get
to
him a
therapy.
puppy.
Oh, sorry, Twitter. Just
Okay,
contact
thank you.
Matt Watson.
You know what? That's true. Twitter is probably the best place to go for everything.
If you're 4 years old, yeah.
People, if you want to yell at celebrities directly, can I recommend Twitter?
It's a great place.
It's the closest way to communicate.
Are you
with people.
calling Matt
Kids
a
are
celebrity?
supposed to know
No.
about death.
The opposite?
If you have a kid that's not afraid of
does it-
death, then they'll
you
just
look
run
so
out onto
sad
the
this
street and get run
podcast.
over.
Matt, you look.
You look so sad.
All
this
kids know
podcast.
about death.
I just,
Teen?
We're having a moment here.
you know what, dude? These,
You know what?
These-
Stop. They called you Brett Watson, but it's not right.
maybe I am. Maybe I am being a brat.
You're not. You're not Brett Watson.
You're Splat Watson.
You're not Brett Watson.
Chris,
This is like reading a fan fiction. This is like a live reading.
You're Rat Watson.
I lean over. And
What
I
is with
share
that?
it.
I see
With
people
what?
post pictures of like disgusting looking rats, and then like a side picture of you. They're calling you a
Because-
rat.
no,
because they don't like you.
It's because my name rhymes with rat. It's Matt.
Because it's people that don't like you that do it.
Yeah, I saw it today. They were calling me a dirty rat, and I'm like, okay,
What
okay.
the fuck is up with your following?
I do not. I'm just gonna say it. A lot of the people that follow me on Twitter, I do not like, and I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that. I'm
Well,
just saying.
I mean,
though.
you don't even do anything though. You play video games. You edit videos.
I don't know
like,
why I
you're
have
not
this-
doing anything that should upset people.
I know.
Oh, playing video games upsets
That's true.
more people than
It does,
should.
but it shouldn't. That part's confusing. But whatever.
Let me clarify. Like, honestly, I like most of the people that follow me are really good, but there is a portion of this like Let's Player fan base that follows me that are really awful.
It's because you don't know how to play the games. And if I was here in the room when you're playing it and you're having a good laugh, drinking a beer on the couch, just playing a game casually.
Can't drink a beer. He's not 21 yet.
You're not 21.
I'll be 21 in a few months.
Oh, poor
Why do you gotta tell people that? It
The
takes me
point
down
is,
in their eyes.
if I was here, I would be screaming at you and yelling at you every moment while you're trying to enjoy that video game because, gosh darn it, you're not playing it the right way.
I'm not playing it the way.
Well,
they
I
want.
mean, you miss it. If you're not good at a video game, then you're not enjoying it.
That's true too.
Yeah, right.
Value-added
Isn't that-
tax, Watson.
What'd you call me?
Value-added tax, Watson.
Chris,
What?
You're laying
You're
it
a
on.
troublemaker.
something below the belt. That's what it is.
I didn't mean to call you that one.
How would you like it if I called you Miss O'Neill? The look you gave me. You turned away and screamed, and then you looked back at me, and you just had this. All right, let's play a game. What are the odds that after this podcast, you have to go see the movie again by yourself tonight?
Out of 100.
Yeah.
Out of 100. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Count us down, Ryan.
3, 2, 1.
30.
52.
Shit.
Thank God.
All right. All right. Anyone else want to take a chance? Ryan?
I already did this. You haven't done it though. What are the odds?
Okay, yeah, 100.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 100.
44.
Ooh.
We were close.
That was a
We were
close
close,
one.
yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Ding dong.
I don't even understand what the hell
Okay.
you're doing.
All right, explain it, because a lot of people listening.
you
don't get
explain
either.
it.
Oh, okay, so basically, I'll say, Ding Dong, what are the odds that you have to go see Medea by yourself tonight? And then
100 because I want to go see it.
no. The lower the
Then
odds
you would
are.
say 1.
Oh.
Okay,
No,
so
no.
Okay, one.
basically, we have to say.
I'm gonna go see it right after.
You have to.
But it's not hypothetical. I want to go see it.
Do you actually want to?
Yeah, I want to
I'll see it again tonight.
Really?
If you want to see it, I'll go with
You enjoyed it. I knew it.
It was all a trap, Matt.
I
it was
knew
all
you
a
liked
trap.
It. It's not your mom. You like Medea.
Oh, God.
Podcast has been an out of body experience for me because I'm learning all these things about myself that I've been hiding from
Are
myself.
you all right? Because you've been like shaking the whole time.
I'm not fucking shaking. God.
Ryan,
No,
you know
you
how
said
to
it
make
fine.
really shitty background noise by shaking your mic with your
I was
foot.
just thinking that.
I've actually
been a loser.
Yeah, that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
It's just a bully.
You came in here just to bully everybody.
They invited me in to bully them.
That's true.
Can
That's
I
true.
get
Hold
back
on,
to
wait.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh.
Wow, good idea.
Everybody.
All right, so let's say you don't want to do it. You would pick a big number like 100.
Okay, 1.
Ding dong. And
Can I
then
say 0?
no, that's not.
Okay, 1.
Is that mathematically impossible?
I'm not being able to explain the game.
Well,
now.
if I said 0, does that mean it just nullifies everything at that point?
I guess so, but that's no fun.
Oh,
So then we
0.
God damn it! I can't win with you. I can't do it.
He's a real piece of
I'm
work, ain't he?
sorry.
But do you want to go see Medea after this?
Yeah, I see Medea.
Would you
Chris?
sit through it again?
I would not.
If you guys came with me,
I would not. No, there's no way I'm sitting through that movie again.
You're paying $15 to be tortured for 2 hours.
What shitty movies are playing?
Doc, I don't know.
Doc,
I don't know Doctor Strange is bad.
you said Doc, I don't know, though.
Doc, I don't know.
I don't know.
What's playing?
I don't know.
There's nothing fucking playing besides
There's
Doctor
this movie
Strange.
that I want to see about this white dude, and he snipes
Typical.
illegal immigrants
Whoa!
trying to cross the border.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
Typical.
I want to see this movie.
That's Border Town. That's a TV show.
No, it's called Deserto or some shit like that. I don't know.
You're making this up. You just want Hollywood to make this movie.
What?
You want Hollywood to make a movie.
No,
about
it's.
this.
I'm gonna fucking look it up. There it is.
I'm on to all of you.
It has Jeffrey Dean Morgan in it, and I like him. And it also has, I don't know how to, Gail Garcia Bernal, who was in the Jon Stewart movie.
It has a bunch of dead brown people. It's everything I ever wanted from Hollywood.
It just looks interesting and weird and creepy.
I get it. I get it.
Look at this.
First Medea and now this. I get
Some
it.
angry, mean white man. And he's sniping all the immigrants trying to cross the border.
Why is the immigrant running like a ballet dancer?
Yeah, that looks like an inspirational.
Is this like a vigilante movie to you, Ryan?
No. I'm sure to our home state it would be.
What if
South
it was
Carolina.
Batman sniping them?
Hey guys, let's sing a song together.
Okay. Let's all start at the same time and see if we come up with the same song.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Watson has cerebral palsy.
Yep.
There it was. That was it.
What were you singing, Ding Dong?
I wasn't singing anything.
He was just making
singing
the
the
grunting
ISIS
sound.
noise.
Hey Matt, you do this note. Oh, do that.
Okay.
Okay, now Ryan, you do this. No, you go. Do that. No, go. Go lower. One lower. No, go. Okay, now you go. No, you go. Go.
I can't do it. Fuck this shit. It's so stupid.
We almost had a minor going.
I don't care.
Chris,
what?
let's harmonize.
Chris, what's with you and kids and minors and shit?
You're sending them to man, and now you're trying to get us to role play.
I was trying to do a cult song to lure the minors.
If you're a minor, go follow me on Twitter. Chris, let's harmonize. Let's sing a song. Let's do the Jurassic Park theme.
Okay, Matt, do one note.
Can you sing Ding Dong?
No.
This is Ding Dong singing. I got my wife to brace it. At my last resort.
Vacation. No.
Say vacation.
No, I said vacation in Hawaii.
Vacation. Tahiti. I said suffocation, but I just didn't like vocally express the first part of it, so it came out as just cation.
Do you guys remember Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah.
Yes.
I never understood the theme song. It's like, there's something blah blah all around you. The criminals are on the run. Something blah with the heart. I don't know what he's saying.
Didn't he get? Does he still have his license? I thought some shit happened with
in
him.
trouble?
I thought he got in trouble.
Did he?
Wait, is he a real guy?
Yes. Of course he's a real guy.
What are you talking about?
I've never watched it. I
CG
didn't.
renders.
I don't know if dog. I've never watched it. I don't know.
He
if
was
it's like
not a real dog,
like
okay?
No,
He was a human.
Triumph the insult dog the bounty hunter.
Have you ever watched the Eiffel 65 music video Blue? He's actually in the background. It's just an old 3D render they had.
You guys remember the Crazy Frog video? There was a version where he had his dick out.
No,
That was the version.
The old commercials too for Jamster. He had his dick out.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
they
I
cut it
thought.
off.
I remember seeing that, and I was young when I saw it, and I was like, "What the hell? Is that real?" I mean, I remember I looked it up online and I watched it, and then like I forgot about it. And a year later, I looked it up, and the only versions I could find were like on YouTube were him with no penis.
Yeah, they censored it.
Did they like remove his penis?
Yeah,
or
he
did
doesn't
they
have a penis.
They
anymore.
re-rendered the whole like music video and stuff
They
with no
neutered
penis.
him.
Yeah, they took away his manlyhood, his froglyhood.
Crazy Frog's pretty epic.
Dang dang.
He's a good example of toxic masculinity.
Do you remember his famous quote?
What?
You didn't say that.
He did. He looked at the camera and he went.
No, he didn't, Chris.
He went.
If you're gonna come on our lies, don't spread.
Come on,
What?
what?
Sorry. If you're gonna come on our podcast, don't spread lies.
What was that? Come
fucked
out
up.
alive?
It's a Freudian slip.
Look, Chris, if you're gonna come in my face,
If I'm gonna lie down, you're gonna come.
you better do it, or I'm gonna go home.
You guys are being real mean to me on this podcast. I'm gonna get out of here.
If you come on my thigh, come on.
Shit!
I'm never having you guys on my podcast again. Get out of here, Ryan. Get out of here, Chris and Ding Dong.
Rat Watson.
Oh,
Brad Watson.
Okay, you got me with that one. You got me. You backed me into a corner.
Brad Watson. Brad Watson. Brad Watson. Brad Watson.
I can't take this anymore, guys. You're really pushing me into a corner here. I'm gonna have to start fighting.
Ow!
I didn't do that. That was Chris hitting himself.
Ow!
I would never hit Chris.
Hey, Matt, take this.
Nope. Ow! Not doing it.
Take this one, fucker.
Ow! Oh, I had a panic attack. No, I didn't have a panic attack, but
why did that remind you?
I know I
of
had a
panic
moment
attack?
of like a moment of listen.
Is that what
You
you
were out
do
in
when
public
you
and
have
you
a
made that
panic?
noise.
No,
that what
I
you
was
do?
driving last night to get some gas. I was driving to get some
You were
gas.
driving to get shit. And you went.
No, I tried
Can't
to
even go as high as he does.
let me speak, Chris. I tried to do the scream.
This is why people call you Rat Watson. You fucking sound like a rat right there.
Have you ever heard a rat sound like that?
Yes.
What sound does a rat fucking
That
make?
fucking high-pitched squeal that you just did, it fucking shatters the sun.
What?
What?
You fucking...
No, I was driving to get gas,
Rats do squeal.
and I was listening to a
You
song.
sure you're not a rat?
I'm positive, guys. I'm positive. And I went to sing with the song. I've been
Well,
like
I get it, like rat paws. Go on.
and I went to like do
But
my
are you a brat?
yes, I'm a brat. Look at my Twitter. I went to do my screech, my scream like that, and it came out. I was like, and I started freaking out, and I kept trying to do the scream over and over, and I couldn't do it, and I was getting really upset, and I was scared that did my voice suddenly change a little bit, and I can't
I've been
do it
fucking
anymore?
telling you for weeks and weeks and weeks. You
I
need
just
to
did it though. It's evident I can still do it.
Well,
See?
fucking record more.
Does it even
That was a good one.
register?
Yeah.
Do that into my mic.
That's what's so weird.
Off the charts.
It's, how is it? How is it not peaking the audio?
It
when
hurts
you do
my
that?
throat.
Oh,
It hurts my ears.
oh.
So wait, you had a panic attack because you couldn't do it?
No, I misworded it. Again,
You
it was
misworded
it was
it?
a slip up with my words.
Okay.
Matt, how low can you go?
How low?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Okay. That's just inhaling.
Ding dong, how low can you go?
Hello.
Hey, I'm Ding Dong.
Oh, I can't go any lower.
I can't go any lower than this.
I can't go
Who's got the
any
deepest voice when
lower.
they do it as low as they can?
Probably Chris.
Oh,
I can't go any lower.
Hey, I'm Chris.
hello. I'm Christopher.
No, leave.
I'm Christopher O'Neill.
I'm cool.
Fuck, dude. I'm getting hot water on Twitter, getting hot water on YouTube.
Back with the.
Can we just?
Why do you keep bringing up Twitter?
I'm done. I was gonna
We
say.
haven't talked about Twitter in 30 minutes.
What are you talking about?
I looked at the clock.
That's not right.
Yeah,
It's been stuck at 11:30.
It says it says 30 minutes. It says 30 minutes.
It just changed.
As I was saying, it's been stuck at 11:30. It switched to 11:31.
The
So
second he said it.
yeah, guys, I'm getting my ass handed to me in this podcast on a silver platter.
Matt, here, let's settle this once and for all. Who's cooler, me or Ding Dong?
Why do you gotta make me answer these questions? I don't know. Ding dong.
Chris.
Chris, it was a joke. It was just a joke, man.
Wait. Ding Dong. He doesn't like you.
Who doesn't?
Matt. He just said it was a
No.
joke. He said it was joshing you.
Oh,
No.
he's a joke, so I don't care.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Are you all right?
I don't know what to say.
I said I'll see Medea with you. These
Chris.
two won't.
when we're out of here, will
I'm
you
the number one Medea fan.
will you hold up to that promise and
Yeah.
go see Medea with me tonight?
Yeah, not these two
Yeah,
losers.
fuck these guys. I would do that.
I'll go have a movie day with Ding Dong then. We'll see Medea.
Yeah, we'll see Medea.
It'll be
Go
good.
ahead, do it.
I'll get Ding Dong's commentary throughout the
I'll
movie.
bring my
It'll be-
Medea t-shirt. I have a whole costume.
All he'll say is
Do your
"That's
Medea
all right."
cosplay. wait. Real question.
Oh.
So Medea is played by a man, right?
Yes.
He puts on the costume.
Yes.
If
Tyler Perry, of course. Yes.
if I put on that costume, what would that be? Would that be racist?
that would be blackface.
He's putting
He
on
didn't
the
black. He said the costume. He didn't say the skin.
He's
not
doing-
ripping the skin off of him and
He's
putting
doing
it on.
woman face.
Is woman face a thing? Like if I put eyeliner on,
They
which
used
I
to make
hate.
little boys play women.
Women
in
are oppressed.
Shakespearean
so yes,
plays.
Of
that
course, woman
racist?
face is
No.
They're
Yeah, it
not
is.
a race.
You mean women aren't a
They're
race?
part of the human race.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
black
We're all
people did
joined together.
whiteface, would you care?
What?
If black people did whiteface,
They did. It was
would
called
you
White
care?
Chicks.
Would
And
you?
it was hilarious.
Did anyone give a fuck? Well, we're
No, no
we're
one
not
cared.
oppressed, so it's fine.
Well, I mean, they used blackface to kind of just belittle
Yeah, it's true.
them and
It's
shit
true.
too. And it's like they're too dangerous to be on set.
I spaced out for a moment and just like I was snapped back by hearing. I knew you guys were talking about black people. I'm spacing out, but I hear you saying
you're talking about black face.
They're
not
too
black
dangerous
people.
on set. What were you saying?
What?
That's why people get mad about.
No,
blackface.
they didn't. They just like there's a whole bunch of stupid shit. I mean, that's why. That's even why marijuana at some point just became criminalized or at least demonized against a lot of people is because they associated it with race at some point and said marijuana makes this
crack.
group of people act this certain way. And they wouldn't allow certain people on set just because, I mean, they didn't want black people on set with like an all-white cast.
That's not.
and stuff
Is that
like
really
that.
why they did blackface back then?
That's not the pure reason why, but there's a bunch of reasons why they didn't do it. What?
Number 2 is that they didn't like them so much at the time
Why?
because
Yes.
they were mean, naughty people.
No.
That's what it says in the history book.
Give me a kiss.
Oh.
You kissed me right on my dick. It tickled.
Can we all get a good group kiss before we end the podcast?
Kissing a penis is weird. It's funny because no one does that.
It's funny because it's gay.
Let's do ASMR.
More.
What's more?
ASMR?
ASMR?
ASMR.
I'll have some ASMR, please.
This is the worst podcast.
Oh, guys, come off it. He's gonna make America great again. You're just biased liberals.
No, I'm not even a liberal.
What are you?
I don't know what I am,
Are
actually.
you a libertarian?
No, I'm not a
Are
libertarian.
you a Green Party?
I'm not a Green
member?
Partier.
Are you a con? Are you a?
I'm a cunt.
Yeah.
I'm part of the cunt party.
Grab him by the cunt.
Jesus Christ. It's just shocking to me that after such a disastrous campaign, losing every debate, you know.
That's the thing that surprises me. So we lost all 3 debates, and then basically I paid attention to Florida because usually whoever wins Florida will eventually, you know, since 1992, Florida's pretty much whoever Florida's voted for has become president. So Florida was a big thing to look at, and then of course Pennsylvania and Virginia and a bunch of the swing states as well. But Florida was the big one. You and I were just Florida was counting the votes, and we were just like,
It went blue. I remember I was watching it as it switched blue and then red, and I think it switched to blue again.
Yeah.
Like, it went back and forth.
It went back to blue for a while, and then it went to red, and he led by just a little tiny bit.
And then just started those
Then he got
mid-states
Texas.
started coming in. Yep.
But she got California, New York, of course. I mean, I don't think that's not a surprise.
No, California, New York will always be blue. I can't see a situation where those would be red.
Yesterday, I will always remember. I will always fucking remember. Just hearing the dun 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 dun
As he's walking out on stage.
Yeah.
But the look on his face was not like, yeah, we did it. It was like,
shit.
fuck.
Fucking damn it. He's probably just like, oh, you fucking idiots. God damn it.
Shit.
He doesn't get to have any fun anymore. He's gonna be president. He
The
has to
rest
deal
of his
with...
life will be stressful as shit.
I know. There's no room for fun now with Donald Trump. Then you're like, oh yeah, well why did Obama play basketball?
Here's the thing. Donald Trump, you know, he's gotten everything he's ever wanted in his life. He's, what, $4 to $5 billion net worth. He's 70 years old. He's an old man. This could have been the perfect time. He could have retired, never worked another day, never made another deal, just relax until he checks out. But now he's been assigned with the most stressful job on the planet, being the president of one of the biggest countries in the world, one of the biggest world superpowers. Now he is the leader of that. But Donald Trump, the host of The Apprentice, the fucking orange man.
And you have to think about this, Matt. Think about this hard, okay?
I'm thinking hard.
About the words that I'm about to say.
All right.
For the rest of his life, his title will be President Donald J. Trump.
Mr. President.
Mr. President. For the rest, when he's out of office,
we'll still call
for
him
the
Mr.
rest
President,
of his life, it's Mr. President. He's gained that. A man who's gotten, as you said, everything he's ever wanted in his life. I don't know. Whatever. It's happened. Boo-hoo,
done.
boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
It's
Cry,
done.
cry, cry.
It's set in stone now. There's no going back. Hillary Clinton shit her pants last night. And Donald Trump is going to be the next president, so.
That's...
Jesus Christ. I will admit, though, there are a few things that, you know, try to look at the brighter side of every situation.
Here are a few things we can take from this. Maybe, like 14-year-olds on the internet can complain about something that actually matters now.
Yeah.
You know? They can complain about real issues. And also, I feel like it'll be a very exciting, interesting 4 years. It'll be shitty, and a lot of progress will be undone, but it will be...
Maybe.
We'll hopefully
see.
not.
Because the thing is, they won the House and the Senate as well.
Yeah.
Not too much of a surprise.
That's why I'm saying a lot
with
of
the,
progress when it comes to like social stuff can be undone very easily with this situation now. But whatever happens, it's going to be an interesting and honestly funny and exciting to watch debacle. Because, I guarantee, I don't know, maybe now that he's going to be president, maybe he's going to completely change his role and be very presidential.
And that was all just to win the fucking campaign.
Maybe.
Be loud and obnoxious and just...
He only got the elect last night, so I don't know what's going to go. But if he continues to be the Donald Trump that the world has gotten to know, then his 4 years...
You mean the Donald Trump that he's been his entire fucking life?
Yes. Then the next 4 years will be quite the shitstorm.
Entertaining.
It'll be super entertaining.
It'll be...
And that's all that American politics are. It's entertainment. It doesn't fucking matter. It's all entertainment.
That's why I think, like, when 2020 comes, it's like it's like a movie. The Democratic Party. Trump is going for a second term, and the only way to stop him is with the same amount of crazy. Kanye West.
If 2020 is Trump versus Kanye West,
oh God,
I will be convinced that I'm in a coma, and this is a crazy dream.
Nice,
thank you. But God, I mean that's pretty much all I have to say about Trump. It's an embarrassment more of anything, to other countries, to the rest of the world. It's an embarrassment.
It's almost like this dirty billionaire car salesman won the presidency.
The best steaks in the world.
And then people are gonna get upset when we fucking name call Donald Trump, even though that's the game he's been playing this whole fucking campaign. So I swear to God, do not turn around and say, stop making fun of him. Stop calling him names. That's how he ran his fucking campaign.
He bullied people, yeah. He got to where he was with a loud mouth and
it worked.
Being a bully.
And it worked. And I mean, he knows the rules. He knows the rules of entertainment, and that went in his advantage. But we've been talking about this for a while. Now.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do. Sit back for the next 4 years, relax, and just let President Trump take our country in whatever direction he takes it.
So all the crying's out of the way, all the boo-hoo, fucking let's hold hands and blah, blah.
It'll be a good 4 years for comedy. South Park, Saturday Night Live, they're going to have they are happy, the writers, because now they have material for the next 4 years. The Daily Show, they're all set.
Yeah. Turn off your cell phone, Matt.
Sorry,
you talk about me touching the mics, and you always leave your fucking cell phone on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's my sister calling me here.
Did she just find out? Did she wait?
I had to break the news to my mom this morning. I know. Because she hasn't she's just stressed out. She doesn't like either one. She doesn't want to see it. So I texted her. I was like, I'm disappointed. And she's like, in what? And I'm like, President Trump. And she was like, no way. What? And I was like, yeah, Mom, President Trump. So,
but if you followed throughout the night, it was almost like he's gonna do it. He
was in the lead for almost the whole time.
Because you and I were looking at the polls from the beginning.
Yeah, all day.
Once they were actually started to announce it, and my eyes were glued to the phone.
I thought that she would. I thought, like those early states were coming in. It was like Kentucky or I think it was Kentucky or Tennessee or something. I thought, I don't remember what states, but they were red states.
Right, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, of course he's in the lead right now because those just wait for the rest of the country to come in.
And all of a sudden, I thought he was just gonna get knocked out.
Yeah,
knocked out.
Holy shit! Yeah. He got Donald Trump. You gotta, Jesus Christ! It's impressive. It is impressive how he managed to do this.
Chris Chan. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, can we really talk about that though?
Yeah.
Chris Chan, everyone's favorite. He made a tweet like, someone needs to get a sniper rifle and shoot Donald Trump in his head. And then this morning, they put it on InfoWars. And if you don't know what InfoWars is
Alex
Jones's website.
They got water turning the freaking frogs gay. That guy. So
yeah, he's psychotic. But InfoWars is probably the one site I would never trust. If I had to pick one site to be the least trustworthy news source, it'd be InfoWars. It's like a big conspiracy theory site. But Chris Chan tweeted out that he wanted someone to snipe Donald Trump in the head. And InfoWars put it on their website. So seeing Chris Chan and Infowars, like the past 24 hours, you know, we see Donald Trump.
Nothing's real. It's all a simulation.
It's not real. Glenn Beck said that Obama made him a better man, and he's a supporter of Black Lives Matter now. Infowars and Chris Chan on one little thing together.
Donald J. Trump
as
president of the United States of
happening?
America. It's. You say I want a revolution. Well, you know. Honestly, we all want to change the world.
After everything that's happened in my life in the past 2 years, nothing will surprise me anymore. Like, there's so many curveballs. It's just, what the fuck? What is life?
What is life? Where is laughter? It's confused and the sky's getting heavy tonight. I wanna know tonight.
I'm trying to.
I was squeezing out some farts.
Yeah, I could.
Just think about it, guys. We could have had President Dr. Ben Carson. And you threw it all away for Donald Trump.
He's a brain surgeon.
Come on.
He's the only one on that stage who had performed a neuroscopy. I don't know. I just made that word up. It sounds like some neuroscopy.
Yeah, I'm surprised how close Jill Stein came to, you know,
defeating Donald Trump and every other candidate with a whole 0.9% of the vote.
Yep.
Or Daryl Castle of the Constitutionalist Party.
Oh yeah. By the way, we got gifts because Aaron got us stuff from Japan. And okay, I'm so fucking jazzed about this. He got me the Nintendo, like the original Super Nintendo.
The SNES, yeah.
Yeah, the
Super Famicom in Japan.
He got me the Donkey Kong Country, like originally wrapped, like from 1994.
It's unopened. It's in the plastic wrap still.
I'm not opening that.
Don't open it, because that is not even don't open it like because it's like you could sell it one day. Don't open it because it's just like it's novel. It's like a piece of time,
and it's just it's a big part of my childhood. Just boom, it's my favorite.
I like to think about things this way. Every memory that's ever happened in your life, that game has been the exact same in that box. And then, like, you know, that's weird. Like, when you find a penny from, like, 1940 or 50, it's think about all the historical events that have happened while this penny has existed in someone's
pocket. Just like
pocket.
a time lapse with the penny in center frame and just fast forwarding, like,
I've always thought that'd be so cool
every 5 seconds.
To make, like, a video about, like, a penny from 1920.
Yeah.
Like a wheat penny or something. And then just, like, a time lapse, like, you know, some well-shot thing of the penny and just showing all these historical things, like, you know, a guy drops the change on the counter and the TV in the background has some, like, news event, like Kennedy assassination and, like, all the way up through 9/11 and then, like, Trump being elected. It's
that would be a great way to intro a movie and, like, tell the history of something, just following, like, a piece of, like, a dollar bill or some shit like that. That would be really cool.
That's what's cool about money is, you know...
You can use it for cinematic... Where were you going?
Any given... You know, most coins... Like, if I get change, usually, you know, they're from the 90s, they're from the early 2000s, stuff like that. It's cool to me how long coins stay in circulation. How not so much dollars, because most money nowadays is pretty current, because dollars, like, the designs actually changed. They changed every few decades. And whenever I see an old $10 bill from, like, the 90s or 80s or something, you can tell because the design is different. And I remember when I worked at Chick-fil-A, someone would give me, like, an old $10, $20 bill that has a different design, and I'd always have to. At first, I remember the first time I saw one, I was like, "Whoa, is this fake?"
And
I had to check it.
My favorite thing to come out was the blue strip 20.
Oh no, the 100, right?
Was it the 100?
It was the $100 bill.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I worked
with the
at
blue
Chick-fil-A.
strip.
When we first got, yeah, I remember the first time I saw one as a cashier, I was, like, surprised.
It looked cool.
Yeah, it looks futuristic. It's much harder to counterfeit. You know what? That's another thing. America's money sucks. It's so boring compared to other countries. I'm not trying to sound all like, ugh, but have you ever, like, held, like, Canadian dollars or, like,
we used
Mexican?
to have a bunch of cool stuff. We used to have the 50 cent. We used to have the dollar coin.
I know. I don't.
That's way too much to produce, though. I mean,
yeah, but other countries have some. Like Japan, like their coins are rings. Like, they have a hole in the center. That's cool. And then I don't know. I think it's Afghanistan. I don't know anymore, but they used to have these really cool coins that were, like, weird shapes and stuff. And I don't know. I love the designs of money. I used to be really into it when I was back in high school, and I used to, like, really nerdy, but I used to design my own like dollars and coins and stuff for, like, not any specific country. I just thought the designs of coins and stuff were really cool because I used to collect them. I have a really big coin collection and like currency collection with dollars from other countries and stuff. And I don't know, American money just looks so old and boring when you compare it to like these vibrant things with like clear like dollar bills that have parts that are completely clear on them, and all these like other countries that have cool animals and shit on theirs, and we just got these old white dudes just with very disapproving looks.
Give us a little bit of credit. I mean, you're not giving. What about the quarters? You have the big map where you can collect all the state quarters, and they all have different designs.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's cool.
That is definitely cool.
I had one of those maps, and you just placed them in the little circles of each state.
Oh, I did too. I got a lot of the way there, but I remember when I had mine, they hadn't released all the states yet when I was doing it with my grandma.
Same, yeah.
So I never finished it because, I don't know, they hadn't released all the states, so I just kind of lost interest. But Australia did the same thing, I think. With their coins. I think they put a bunch of different animals, like a ton of different animals on their coins. I think they had like one
the
coin.
Madagascar animals. They had Alex the lion.
Alex the lion.
God, what would you do if they just changed the design of our currency to be Madagascar themed?
With Donald Trump with his arm around all of them?
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me anymore. After everything that's happening, it's like, oh, I'm not shocked. Wow. Everyone on Twitter would freak out about it, it'd be trending, and then it would go be a completely normal thing.
Isn't he going to slick his hair back, Donald Trump?
Yeah, he mentioned, I read something, I don't remember where I read it, but he said that if he's elected president, he's going to ditch the goofy hairstyle and slick his hair back.
Is that what he said? I'm going to ditch this goofy hairstyle.
I don't think he used those exact words. He said, I'm gonna ditch my ridiculous penis-looking haircut.
Penis-looking?
He looks like a penis from certain angles.
What?
From front, it's because it's just this weird, like, I was looking at a picture of him last night.
Do you have a toupee on your cock? Does hair grow from the tip of your penis?
Ryan, you're acting like that's not normal. And Ryan, legitimately, there's his penis. Ryan, put that away. Stop stretching it.
Does it look like there's hair on that?
Stop. I don't want to look at the tip of your
Does it look like there's hair on that?
No, there's no hair on your penis.
Look at it. Hair or no hair?
You're really squeezing it.
Hair or no hair? Look.
No hair, Ryan.
That's what I thought.
I made direct eye contact with your urethra. Wow. That's the first time I've made direct eye contact with the hole in your penis.
Yeah.
What's it? The meatus, I believe.
Your dad is crying.
My dad's just listening to this.
Sobbing.
I'm bad mouthing Trump and then looking at another man's penis and commenting on it all in one podcast.
No,
my dad, my conservative family are just, oh no.
He moved to Southern California. I knew this would happen.
I do have that side of, a lot of people have that side of their family. It seems like everyone has a side of their family that's very conservative. They have like a conservative countryside.
We grew up in the South.
Maybe that is just us because we grew up in the South.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah. Also, when we went to Area 51, Nevada. When we went to Nevada for our Area 51 escapade, it opened my eyes because I've never been out in the Midwest in the desert before, and it opened my eyes that the Midwest is like, that area is very similar to the Deep South.
Oh yeah,
I never realized.
Same with Northern California in some places because it's very rural. I hate that word.
It's a fucking awful word. We were talking about this in the car the other night. Rural. It's a hard word to say. It's uncomfortable. Just doesn't roll around your mouth very well.
Unlike the N word, it's uncomfortable, but it's not a hard word to say.
Yeah, I just had to say it in my mind a few times to. It's a bad word, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty
bad word.
You shouldn't use it.
You should never say that word. Unless you're making a hilarious joke around your white friends, then it's all right. Yeah, what are good words that just feel? Let's get some positivity going, Ryan. What are some nice words that just feel nice coming out of the mouth?
Plump.
That is
plump.
Trump.
No, you ruined it.
Plump Trump.
You fucking ruined it, dude. Fuck you.
I like the word caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar. It just rolls around the mouth and slips right out.
There's another word we were talking about in the car that was like really good. What the fuck was that?
Peanut butter.
Mm.
I like
jelly.
Hippopotamus.
That's a good word. Don't like spelling it.
I can't. Hold on. How do you spell hippopotamus? H-I-P. It's these words when there's just random extra.
N-A-S. That's.
There's random extra like double consonants for no reason. I never understood in English why do they randomly have two letters sometimes for words like, I get it for if it's like a harder sound, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
For example,
Mississippi.
Vernon.
Is that Vernon?
Yeah.
Vernon, shut the fuck up.
Stupid fucking liberal. Oh, is he coming in?
Is he coming in?
Oh, there he is.
He is.
Hey, Vernon.
Hey.
What's up?
That was him, not
No,
me, Vernon.
I didn't say anything.
Vernon, come here. Vernon.
Vernon, get in here. What
Can we get a live reaction of Vernon Shaw of the 2016
Speaking to the mic, buddy. What do you think?
presidential election?
Well, I kind of want to talk about how you guys were just rude to me right there.
That was him. That was him. That was not me.
I was like doing work, man. Why would you